Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you had a wonderful rest of your week. Monday was great. I have no doubt today is going to be equally as great. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. I mean, coming back from work, scolding the kiddos. Oh my gosh. Well, it's an interesting start to the weekend, that's for sure. But hopefully the week is, done and over with, and we can all just kind of relax and hang out and, do what we need to do. But thankfully, for my neck of the woods, or where I live, it's going to cool down a little bit next week. It's not winter, it's not fall, it's not autumn, it's not anything nice, but it's just a little down. So I'm like, yay, finally, we're getting a little bit of, peace, a little bit of, maybe think about a jacket. Probably not, but, in the morning, at least think about it for like half a second. And then you look at the daily high and you're like, oh, maybe not. I mean, it's kind of chilly this morning, but it's also going to be quite warm in the afternoon. Anything but the heat for me. Yeah, exactly. We have 5 amazing videos member requested on toddreacts.com to check out today. It's going to be very cool. I know you're going to like it. So stick around. The timestamps for all the different videos, I try to be as accurate as possible. Chances are it might not be very accurate. It'll be before the video starts, but maybe I talk about something previously that had gone on. So it's never perfect timestamps, but it's close. It's really close to when the video actually starts. So you don't have to, bleed from one to the other. Hey, Jace, what's going on? So I try my best, but those timestamps are available in the video description on YouTube. So they're there for every single stream video. Obviously, the earlier videos from a couple years ago don't have timestamps because it's just that video, but these do. I do take the time to do it, so check those out. That way you can jump around if you want, or you can just watch the whole thing and get the whole experience. Whatever floats your boat, as they say. 5 amazing videos. We're going to start with a Vampire Diaries video, and then we're going to go to an MDZS video, and then we're heading into a Stray Kids video, and then I'm going to butcher this name, and I know I am. JoongDunk, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. That's the first time I've literally ever verbalized it. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's always nerve-wracking. It's always super nerve-wracking, although there's no pressure, obviously, but you feel a little pressure. And then we finish the day with an All of Us Are Dead funny moments video. So we're going to end on a high note as opposed to last time. Monday was not perfectly planned by yours truly. I probably should have looked at it a little bit more, but we're going to end on a funny note this Friday, which will lead us beautifully into the weekend. I love the fact that, we kind of bookend the week. We start on a Monday, make a Monday a little bit more interesting, something to look forward to. And then Friday, we just kind of end it and kick off the weekend. It's kind of a nice weekend kickoff. Joining me here on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch for the live stream, if you're unfamiliar. This is all recorded live via Twitch. That's why you see the chat. You see real people chatting. Those are not bots. Those are not AI. They're real people, I swear. How's it going? Let me go ahead and get this back here. Oh, you know what? I didn't even bring up what I usually kick off with. Wow, I am a little discombobulated right now. It's all right. We'll fix it. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Work was okay. Hopefully your work day was good, or school day. Hopefully you don't have too much homework over the weekend. That was always such a bummer. Well, don't follow my example. I didn't do a lot of homework, which explains a lot. But do your homework if you have it. Who are you to judge? Alrighty. Bringing it up here. So if you, oh, I have to make it available to view. There we go. Boy, doing this on the fly. So if you would like to request a video to have it on stream and for us to all check out, react to, all that beautiful stuff, go ahead and head on over to toddreacts.com. There you can join the season or series tiers. Those are the requesting tiers. Everything else doesn't request. You can check out what's included down below here. A little description there. You save 5% if you pay annually, and you can also gift to the Twitch chat, which is wild. That only appears when I'm live on Twitch, which is kind of cool. Very interesting. I guess it just does a raffle or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's just a raffle system. It just picks someone randomly, but very interesting. So if you'd like to request a video, you have something in mind, you saw something that we reacted to today, it does? Oh, that's cool. We reacted to today that, you know, reminds you of a video that you wanted us to react to or me to react to. Go ahead and join one of these tiers, and you can do so. And while you're there, go ahead and check out the winter collection of merch, which is available right now. It launched on October 1st, so it's 10 days old at this point. Limited time, obviously, we switch out. We just had the summer collection in there, so it switches from summer to winter. Obviously, you want less clothes in the summer, you know, more material in the winter, stay warm, all that good stuff. But as you can see here, we got a crop sweatshirt, tons of different colors, and sizes are very inclusive as well. So we should have something that'll fit your taste and your size. This is actually the hooded long sleeve. This is literally what I'm wearing right now. I think I have it in, what color did I get? I think I got it in this one. What am I wearing right now? I don't know. But you can see it goes from an extra small to an 2XL. And obviously you can click the size guide, and that'll give you some numbers to go with. So you're like, what is that? You know, what does that equal? You can check it out there. It tells you how to read the chart as well. So everything, and you can change it to centimeters. So, hey, there you go. Inches and centimeters. There you go. Super awesome. Every piece of clothing has a size guide to it. So you know what you're looking at by looking at these nomenclature, I guess, is the word for it. And wow, that's so neat. So you can gift a Twitch chat items as well. That is so cool. That is so neat. I love that. Quality is guaranteed on everything you order. That is a guarantee. So if there's any sort of print error or visible quality issue, they'll replace it or refund you. There's no returns on size related or just general. But if there's any sort of quality issue, obviously that'll be returned or refunded. So there's kind of a nice little guarantee. I freaking love this thing. I've worn it so many times since I've gotten it because it is soft. It is very soft. I don't even know if I made that clear enough in the description, but it is incredibly soft. Oh my gosh. I put it on and I was instantly like, oh, this could be like a pajama t-shirt or something. Like, this is fantastic. Obviously, it's got a hood on it as well. But yeah, it's been really wonderful. So we got a lot of items here, lots of different colors. Obviously, you saw lots of different sizes as well. So go ahead and check those out. Members save 15% on every order. And also, we got the accessories. The drinks glass is actually right there. It's kind of hard to see because it's blurry, but it's back there. Notebook is new. Obviously, the phone case is new. This is the insulated tumbler. I drink out of it literally every stream. Fantastic. I take the water bottle to work. I say that every stream as well because I actually do. I do that, take that to work, and I fill it at the water fountain. Saving plastic. All that good stuff. So go ahead and check out the store. Let me know if you have any questions. Just join the Discord and you can let me know if you have any questions and whatnot. Let me go ahead and bring up the... Oh, I didn't even bring this up. Wait a minute. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Go ahead and join the YouTube channel. Subscribe today. We are just over, I think we're just under 12,800 subscribers currently. Certainly looking forward to you have one or more of everything. I do purchase samples of everything just to kind of check the quality on it, obviously. So that is something I do. So I do purchase literally everything in the store. And then I check it out, make sure the design turned out how I wanted it to turn out, make sure the materials are good. Because I don't want to sell anything I don't personally enjoy, because that would not make any sense, right? You want to make sure it's good, and that people will enjoy it. So I do buy literally sample of everything. Obviously, I'm not wearing the crop sweatshirt, okay? Just obviously not, but I can still check it for quality and whatnot. So go ahead and head on over to YouTube if you're not there already. Hit the subscribe button. If the button looks like you can hit it, go ahead and hit it. We're trying to get to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. I think it's doable. I think it is certainly possible. Just to put a point on that, this is literal information from my analytics. Over 80,000 of the viewers last month were not subscribed, which is a high percentage. So if you watch a video, you like it, and you come back for another video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do not count on YouTube to keep recommending my videos. Without a doubt, I will eventually get lost, and you'll be like, hey, whatever happened to that Todd guy? So go ahead and subscribe today. It is free to sign up for an account. Rocking a crop top in your spare time. Hey, you know what? Whatever floats your boat. If you enjoy the crop top, I'm glad. Me personally, I don't rock it. But I do love this long sleeve tee with the hood on it. This thing is so like, it literally feels like I'm wearing pajamas right now. But you can also wear it outside. It's fantastic. It's so soft. So yeah, subscribe today. And hopefully we can get to that number by the end of the year. I know you can do it. I believe in you. You can sign up for a Google account. You don't even have to use the email, the Gmail account that comes with it. Literally just use it as a login for YouTube. That's literally what I do. I don't even use the Gmail account. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe today. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you who have already done it, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't done it, shame on you. But I will forgive you immediately as soon as you hit that subscribe button. All right? That is an immediate forgiveness. All right. And while you're at it, you might as well, because it's a super fun place full of super fun people. Let's go ahead and adjust this window real quick. And there we go. Go ahead and join the Discord. It's free. It's a nice community. It's wonderful. I think we have about, I think there's like 149 members. 149 members. That's awesome. We've almost got 150 in there. Super fun. It's amazing. Everyone's super nice. It has been wonderful to see the interaction, the camaraderie, the community being built. It's amazing. It has truly been something. What's going on, Wonald? Welcome back. Yeah, it has been very interesting to see the different opinions and the different interests. So if you're into anything, like you happen to be into a show, or maybe you're into, I don't know, something very niche, like a hobby or something like that, post about it, show us pictures, all that good stuff. If you don't see a channel of anything you want to talk about, just request a channel. Go over here to the request a channel and just literally list what you want, and then we'll make it for you. Literally that simple. But go ahead and join today. Obviously, we have the public lobby here, and updates from Todd. That's literally if, you know, stream's going to be a little late. Maybe it's moved to a different day. Maybe the upload's taking longer because something was blocked, etc. It's just kind of a way for me to immediately get your attention towards something. related to stream or YouTube. So it's just a nice kind of way to do that. Almost like texting you directly. Hey, I'm going to be a little late for stream. Just letting you know. So it's very cool. I enjoy it. Obviously, we have a ton of fandoms here. You can see it for yourself. Tons and tons. And growing. As long as new shows or new fandoms want to be added, happy to do it. Community. Obviously, there's a lot of fun, different things here. Gaming, pet pictures, memes, adventures, food, rant rave, hobbies. Like I said, hobbies, movies, YouTube rabbit hole. That's always fun. Post whatever video you're watching at like 2 a.m. and you're just like, why am I watching this? Where am I? What time? What time is it? Is time real? You're watching a video on if time is real. Anything crazy like that, go ahead and post in there. The safe spot is new. That's if you want to talk about something in confidence and you want some support or maybe some takes or some sort of input. You can join the safe spot. You have to request to join. That's why there's the channel here. This one right here. And then after you request to join, I'll add you to the discussion, and then you can talk about what you want to talk about. Obviously, we try to keep things as general as possible because you don't want to put, personal information and all that stuff. That gets weird. But as much as you want to reveal about, your situation to others and whatnot, and we'll see if we can help and add support and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's brand new. It's a great idea, and I think everyone's enjoying it so far. So if you'd like to be added, go ahead and let us know. Just go into this channel. Just be like, hey, please add me, and then I'll add you. It's literally that simple. But yes. So go join the Discord today. It's awesome. It's very cool. Everyone in it's amazing. I was nervous to join at first. Well, I get it. I totally get that. There is a decent amount of people in there. I mean, 149 people is not a little amount. But yes, if you're nervous about it, literally just join, look around. You don't even have to post anything. Look around, see what you see, maybe say hi or something. You don't even have to do that. And just see if you want to stick around. And if you don't, no hard feelings. No hard feelings at all. If it seems overwhelming or whatever, totally get it. But if you enjoy it and want to hang out, want to talk to other people or are interested in other things that you're interested in, it's a great place to do it. It kind of reminds me of it very much reminds me of AOL chat rooms or something like that. Obviously a little less weird. But, it's kind of nice because you get to pick what people are going to be into. So it's like, oh, I want to talk about, BTS. So I go to the BTS specific channel, and I know that everybody in there is interested in BTS. It's just kind of cool. Like a giant group chat. Yeah, exactly. But it's so hyper specific on like certain topics and stuff other than the general lobby, of course. So it's really neat. It's like a choose your own adventure, basically. That's one way to think about it. Choose your own adventure. All right. So join the Discord. There's my plea. Subscribe to the YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch and you haven't already, hit the follow button. That's the little thing over here. That's what that is. I don't know what that thing is. I guess it's just a ever expanding goal. It is what it is. They had it available. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. Alrighty. The first video is, let's go ahead and bring it up. Why did I bring this up? That's the question. Okay. It is the Vampire Diaries TikTok edit compilation. Should be amazing. I don't think I've seen a lot of TikTok edits from the Vampire Diaries. I've seen a lot from other shows. So this will be kind of interesting. Most of the Vampire Diaries edits I've seen have been, full video edits on YouTube and whatnot. So this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. Alrighty. let's go ahead and bring it up and jump in, shall we? It's like a high school with many activities. You get to choose what you like and find people with similar interests. That is a great way to put it. Minus all the terribleness that goes with high school. Depends on if you liked high school or not, but I can assure you it's much nicer than high school. I actually enjoyed my high school experience. It wasn't bad. I mean, I didn't like waking up super early for that. Because you would just walk through those doors of high school and it would just be a wave of loudness from kids just screaming. And you're just like, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Was nobody else like just in that mode? Like maybe I was just, maybe I was just a corporate person since a young age. And I'm just like, don't talk to me before I had coffee. Although I didn't drink coffee. And I still don't, really. But yeah, no clicks, indeed. No clicks. That is a good thing because that gets sticky. That gets real sticky. All right, let's start this Vampire Diaries. Starting off strong. Real strong.
They made you the head of the show, we get it. But are you really the show?
Yes.
Who said you're coming?
To meet the woman who gave birth to the two epic loves of my life. Me.
Okay, we're starting off with a couple of thirst traps. I think we're gonna start and end.
Every person that passes through takes you one step closer to death. What kind of a best friend would I be if you died before Stephen got his brother back?
All right, let me shift it over just a little bit because these are TikToks.
He's out looking for Vicky.
Don't look at me with those judgy little eyes. Girl's gonna thank me for what I did to her.
Did you think, Catherine?
I reacted to the first couple episodes because they were requested, so they are on the
Mr.
website.
Esmee hungry?
He already left for the
I haven't
welcome party.
continued the show.
You went to that?
I'm glad. He needs to have
I can say
fun.
this:
Lose some of
what
that
I saw,
emo
I
thing.
enjoyed.
I'm gonna get some napkins.
Like it definitely has potential.
Oh,
I can see why it lasted so long.
I haven't heard from anyone all day. It's like everyone's been avoiding me, and now Jeremy's supposedly at the party. He hates stuff like that.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
So then you'll be okay if I just head out and try and meet up with everyone.
Wait.
Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody.
Been a hoot watching you take on the devil. Especially considering I've had him wrapped around my finger since the minute I stepped into hell. Why did you think he wanted you? Because I wanted you. Duh. The cute one's here.
You know what's wild is the fact that on the TV before this stream, Degrassi was on, The Next Generation, and Nina was in that show. And it is such a departure from what she was on Degrassi. It was so weird. I'm watching it and I'm like, was this before Vampire Diaries? It's gotta be. It's gotta be before Vampire Diaries. She looks definitely a little younger in it. Season 1 was good, but it just gets better and better. That's amazing.
Since I made you become a vampire, I have fought to turn you into the man who deserves the happiness that's out there right now. let me do this for me. Please.
Wow, that's a good moment right there.
Then you're right. You are human. Which is why I can do this.
Oh.
Go. No, Damon, I'm gonna walk out of these tunnels. And you are not gonna stop until my death breaks compulsion. Because I am the big brother. I'm sorry I wasn't better at it until now.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, go. Go.
Oh my god. Sound. Whoa. Wow, that was a big moment. Holy cow.
A vampire can't compel another vampire. Who's special then? Because you're an original?
Methinks that's the reason why.
You can't breathe.
Oh my god! Are those spiders all over your body?
What a 180 for that character. Holy cow.
Elena is not Catherine.
You're right. She's not.
Hello,
Noel
brother.
Caroline. I bet.
You're hooking up with my brother.
Definitely seems
Well, you
like it.
killed my brother.
Then eventually she fell.
And then we started dating on the show.
We started dating in real life.
And then we broke up in real life.
And yet our characters are still dating on the show.
It's a good thing it's not awkward.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we have chemistry.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh my gosh. That is so unbelievably awkward. I can't even imagine.
I know she like it for me. I'm a flyer like Aladdin on a pussy golden blessing. Why she did it? Cause she lied it. What we do here is all this, but if you ask me, I know nothing. Since something on my dick, I know she like it cause she...
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused by that TikTok at first. It's like, wait, what? Oh.
What the hell? I don't know what game you're trying to play with stuff in here, but I don't want to be part of it.
Me neither, honestly. Two brothers vying over the same girl? Nah.
My head's
No.
clear. I can remember everything, but not like I lived it, like it was a really bad dream. You saved me. Thank you.
Well, you're
Well,
welcome.
you know what they say about teenage suicide. Don't do it.
Hmm?
I just can't believe that I
You
almost...
weren't yourself.
But if it wasn't for you...
Oh.
You can be my sleeping beauty. I'm gonna put an
Shot it so bad, I sprung and I don't care. She wrapped me like a roller coaster, turned a bit.
I've never watched a series, but these ads are making me right. I've literally watched like 80 edits from this show, and every one of them's been interesting. You recommend Vampire Diaries and everything with it, go ahead and write that down below in the comments. I'm expecting, I don't know, 1,000 comments.
What you have, you're stronger, meaner, sexy.
Don't flirt with me, kid.
What's up, Will?
I'm not Damon. I haven't spent 145 years obsessed with you.
Yeah. Based on your choice of women, I'd say otherwise. Though I'll admit, it does bother me that you fall in love
Like the
with
originals the
someone else.
most?
I was never in love with you, Catherine. You compelled me. None of my feelings were real.
Believe what you want, Sweatband. But I know the truth. And deep down, so do you.
The truth? Well, the truth is, you're the same lying, selfish, manipulative bitch that you've always been. So whatever it is that brought you here, let's just get on with it and leave town. Because if you don't, I will put you down and I will rip your heart out.
You wanna know why I'm here? I came back for you.
The problem, Catherine, is that I hate you.
We want the same thing.
Boy, that was an
You know.
interesting interaction.
Always get what I want.
You cut that tension with a knife. Kevin Pierce is iconic. Definitely seems like it.
Help me!
Your word first.
It definitely seems like I would enjoy Catherine more than Elena.
Wanna be friends? Friendship. Stage 1. Show me that I can trust you.
I saved your life.
You could say that, Megan. You could say
Because
that.
you put it in danger twice. Why can't you just do something decent for once?
Because Tyler Lockwood tried to kill me.
We've all tried to kill you. And you've tried to kill most of us. How do you think that you deserve my friendship when you've done nothing to earn it?
I will not have my hand forced by you or anyone else.
What is wrong with you? I am reaching out to you despite everything that you've done, and you still can't get out of your own way. Good! I feel sorry for you.
Don't turn your back on me.
I should have turned my back on you ages ago!
The pain is gone. It was never there. It got in my head. Silence. Inside my head. Took my mind off it. You brought me back, Caroline.
Well, that'll happen when you're being yelled at. And you're also yelling yourself. Like, that is... Ooh. If I was a fly on the wall, I would have left the room. That was too intense. All right, lots of Nina thirst traps in here. We get it. We got it.
You two are really gonna walk me all the way to the door, aren't you?
Miss Elena Gilbert.
Seeing them there, it's like an alternate universe Dean and Sam. I love how he stood in front of the other guy like, nope, I'm over here.
What is she doing with Damon?
I have no idea.
Shout out to Freddie. Oh, gotcha. Stefan was supposed to be there.
You know I won't stop, by the way, no matter what I do.
Then we'll deal with it.
Oh, Matt. Yeah. I can see that.
I didn't compel you in Atlanta because we were having fun.
Which is what somebody who compelled would say.
Enjoy the bracelet. That's my daylight bracelet. It's daytime outside. I'm gonna need it. Besides, it's not gonna work on you. Fine. I really am gonna need that jacket, though.
That's a sign of a good actor when you can act alongside yourself.
All right, fine. This'll never work, you know. Bad haircut, doe eyes. He'll never pass for me. You'll never pass for me. Of course, yeah, we'll manage. You'll never pass for me. You two are pathetic. You two are pathetic.
That is so weird. Hey, couple kegs. Obviously, that it would be extremely heavy to carry like that. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. The link that we're going to actually check out here, we talked about last stream, I believe, or the last time there was a Vampire Diaries edit. It was why Ian, aka Damon, kind of walked away from acting. This was written, honestly, not that long ago, a couple weeks. August 19th makes 5 years since I was professionally on camera as an actor producer. Summer Halder said in an interview, kind of interesting. I don't know if I have any theories why. Maybe he wanted to focus more on his personal life, maybe dating, family, maybe children, who knows. But he's a husband and father of 2 now. Oh, okay. It'll surprise you. Interesting. All right. So Ian's reflecting on walking away from acting in an interview with People published Monday. This was a couple weeks ago. Vampire Diaries star explained why he stepped away from the screen to pursue various passion projects. Actor's comments come amid the CW show's 15th anniversary and 20th anniversary of Lost. I had no idea he was on Lost. Then again, I didn't really watch Lost. I know it had certainly its moment. The Lost finale. The amount of people that was talking about that, oh my gosh. And it was something, everyone was talking about getting into and whatnot, but I was just on the outside looking in, if you will. Kind of unfortunately one of those moments. I'm assuming it would be the same as if, during the Game of Thrones series finale, everyone's talking about it, and you just never saw the show. You would be like, everybody's talking about it. I feel like I'm left out, but I'm not a part of it. You're kind of on the outside of the club looking in, right? August 19th makes 5 years since I was professionally on camera as an actor-producer. I stepped away from that after V-Wars to build these companies, launch films like Kiss the Ground, Common Ground, and Groundswell, and raise my kids. I remember sitting with my management talking about this, saying, hey, this is the only thing I've ever known that's ever sustained my family, and I'm walking away from it. At this sort of peak. Could have gone and done anything, but these partnerships mean way more to me. Interesting. So we launched some films, build some companies. I don't even know what V-Wars is. What is V-Wars? Actually, I'll just take 2 seconds to... Vampire show on Netflix? Another vampire show. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Not affiliated, I bet. It got canceled. Well, that kind of explains it. I say this in all humility, in all respect, but I would much rather do this than go spend 2 months in some city shooting a TV show away from my family or transporting my family back and forth. Yeah, I could see where that would get a little old. Certainly being away from your family, but also taking the time and effort of like moving them back and forth. And, you know, maybe the kids are young enough where it's just kind of a hassle, or maybe they're old enough where they have school and stuff. It's just, it can be a nightmare. That's for sure. I know a lot of actors take their families with them. But yeah, depending on the age, that could get really ridiculous. Summer Halder is married to actress Nikki Reed, who is from Twilight. That name definitely looked familiar. I wouldn't have been able to place it for Twilight, but I definitely recognized the name. Forget that fact. Yeah, she's a former actress also. They welcomed their daughter in 2017, son in 2023. Oh, so we're talking young. Yeah, that is, I mean, they're not old enough where it'd be kind of tricky with school, but yeah, that would be interesting, to say the least, to bring them to like some city, maybe out of country or something like that. Summer Halder credits working on Fox's Lost series for inspiring his passion for environmental conservatism. Quote, I got to work on a lot of reef conservation. I got to work on a lot of soil and water conservation even there. This is 2004. I was already doing this. My voice just wasn't as big. Cut to 2005. I left Lost, which was humbling. And then very beginning of 2009 came Vampire Diaries, and that was a rocket ship. Initially, it was a very, very young audience, but that audience matured and it got bigger and bigger. Amid streaming, Summer Halder explained that the CW show, which ran for 8 seasons, has been seen by almost like 1.2 billion people globally. That's wild. And that has given fans an opportunity to be familiar with his work, both on and off the screen. He explains, so if you just run those numbers, you sort of step back for a second and think about that. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So it's roughly about 1/8 of the people walking the face of the planet have somehow interlaced with this IP, the story. They've been so affected by it. Maybe they've seen it, heard about it. That's an unparalleled platform. So if you can chain link some knowledge and passion together for me, animals and soil health regeneration at a very large scale, that's going to be quite substantial. He feels, quote, enormous gratitude for Lost and Vampire Diaries, given the path has gotten me to where I feel most authentic anyway, which is in a pair of cowboy boots, feeding the cows and running horses. Oh, okay. All right. That's nice. Got a nice chunk of land, got some animals, just kind of out there, living the life. That's interesting. All the documentaries are conservation documentaries that he produced. That's cool. Quote, once you reach a certain level, you're like, okay, I just want to focus on family and the future of farming and food and energy and the big things. I don't need to chase awards, anything like that to make me feel better about myself. One of Summer Halder's projects is also teaming with his Vampire Diaries co-star, Paul Wesley, for Brothers Bond Bourbon, launched in 2021. I still have not tried that yet. I do want to give it a shot. Their brand has become one of the fastest growing whiskey brands in the country, according to Whiskey Advocate. I'm trying to see, have I seen the label of it? I'm not exactly sure. Disable my ad blocker? Absolutely not. They have a picture of it? They better. Okay. I don't think I've seen that label. We have to look for it. Give it a shot. That's really cool, though. That is really neat that they're together again. Environmentalism was a surprise you? Yeah, that is interesting. He's kind of living the rancher life, you know? Cows, running horses, cowboy boots. I'm assuming a cowboy hat as well, you know? It'd be kind of weird if you had cowboy boots without a cowboy hat. You got to go with both. You can't go halfway. You got to go full into it. That's interesting. You know what? It makes me wonder. Obviously, the first question that comes to mind is how much money did he make from Vampire Diaries? And it was probably a decent amount. That's the question. What is his net worth? Because I'm assuming it's enough where he could invest some and then just never work a day in his life. Although he's still working, he's still producing and doing all that stuff, but plus Twilight money from the wife. Yeah, exactly. That is a good point. That is a great point. Yeah, put those together. I'm assuming they got decent amount to just disappear, basically. And he could just stay behind the camera, work on passion projects, which it seems like he's doing. That's fantastic. Yeah, you don't have to. That is definitely true. I mean, all you need is one thing to kick off, and then you have walking away money. If you use it correctly. Invest, you know, save certainly, make smart choices. But yeah, that would be, honestly, I kind of respect it. I do respect it. Because I'm assuming even today, it's been a couple years, obviously, but I would assume even today he would get calls from people like, hey, we want you on the show. So it's not like he walked away because he wasn't getting gigs. He chose to walk away, which is very cool. That takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of guts, especially, you know, coming off of Vampire Diaries. It might have trailed a little bit, you know, V-Wars and whatnot, but to be coming off that high and to walk away from, you know, all the potential money and offers and stuff like that, like, who knows? Maybe he would have landed on another hit show, maybe a hit movie or something like that. And then he just went even higher and made more money. But I don't know. Seems like he's perfectly content, which is cool. You know, that is the ultimate goal, to be content. Yeah. As someone who works, you know, a 9 to 5 and all that stuff, you look at this and you go, dang, that must be cool. You know, I'm not even interested in land and animals like that. Obviously, I love animals, but owning animals and having like a farm and whatnot. But when you think about it, it's like a hint of freedom that you're just not used to. And you're just like, it's interesting. It's intriguing. I don't know if I would ever do that, but it's just a wonderful sense of freedom and escape. You don't have to be in a city or anything. It just, I'm sure the air is just smells great, and you got clean air, and you got water that's, you know, really nice, and it just kind of takes you away from everything. Everything melts off, you know, all the pressure and the day-to-day and the grind. Like, part of me is totally jealous. And then another part of me is like, I don't even know what I would do on a farm. Having farm animals does not give you freedom. That's true. That is a good point. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I guess more escaping the, escaping the city grind, which is a whole different thing. You can actually get like wide open spaces and whatnot. Have to be there to feed them. Indeed, that is true. It's its own, responsibility. That's for sure. Lucy Liu calls it FU money. Money to give you the freedom of choice in any situation you don't like. You can afford to say FU. Yeah, that is definitely a term for it. FU money, indeed. He has his own charity called the Ian Somerhalder Foundation. Nice. That's cool. That's neat. Yeah, that's amazing. So he obviously earned a decent amount from the show, in which he was able to do whatever he wanted, which is great. I'm so interested. I know these numbers are not real. They're mostly guesses based on, who knows what. But I'm totally interested in there. Let's see. Vampire Diaries richest stars revealed. These are definitely fake numbers, but it gives us a little clue. At least an estimate. Net worth of $12 million. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. If you had that, it's definitely possible to walk away with that. Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. In terms of earning from the show, my guess would be Ian probably made the most from it, since he was already a big name. Yeah, that makes sense. I would assume his initial contract was definitely bigger than pretty much everybody's. I mean, Nina was on Degrassi, but I don't know. Gotta be creative, indeed. So there you go. There's a little estimate. 12 mil. That is definitely enough to buy some land and a couple animals. I'm assuming he made decent off of Lost, for sure. I have an article for what the cast were paid, if you're curious. I am definitely curious. That sounds interesting. Go ahead and provide that, please. Yeah, that'd be interesting to check out. Appreciate it. All right, pull this up real quick. Boom. How much was the cast paid from the first and final episode? This is interesting. Matt Davis had a high salary, likely due to their prior experience in the industry. Main stars such as Ian and Nina received some of the highest salaries on the show, reflecting their importance. That's not surprising. So Matt Davis, a lyric. Net worth about $2 million. Zach, aka Matt Donovan. Salary reports aren't public. Net worth of $4. Candace King, aka Caroline. Salary unclear. Net worth, estimated to be $4 million. Stephen McQueen as Jeremy. Salary $15,000 per episode. Boy, that'd be nice. Which may be lower than some of his co-stars, but feels appropriate given his filmology. Net worth to be an estimated $3 million. Michael Trevino as Tyler, $15,000 to $20,000 per episode. Net worth of $4 million. Kayla, aka Vicky, $30,000 per episode. I mean, this would be amazing. To be cast in a show and make $30,000 $1,000 per episode. And how many episodes per season? I think it was like 20, wasn't it? It was a few. Took like a week to film. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Title of the article was deceiving. Yeah, indeed. $30,000. Kat Graham, $35,000 per episode. Obviously, she's gone on to do a bunch of different stuff. Voiced April O'Neil in The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also starred as Jada Pinkett in the Tupac Shakur biopic All Eyes on Me. She's going to play Diana Ross in Michael about Michael Jackson. Interesting. That'd be good. And she's been on a bunch of like Netflix films, mostly holiday themed. Ian as Damon, $40,000 per episode. Reportedly. Obviously, this is all reported. Initial payday is unreported at the moment. Currently has estimate net worth of $8 million. So somewhere between 8 and 12, right? I think their order is probably pretty accurate. What I'd do to get that money. Right, Andy. Right. Paul, a.k.a. Stefan, $40,000 an episode. That makes sense that they'd be paid the same, honestly. Net worth estimated 6. Nina, 40. So that all kind of makes sense. That those three would earn about the same. Yeah, what I would do. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That would be incredible. Just imagine getting $40,000 a week. Wow. At that point, you're like saving money is not an issue. Unless you're just going wild with it. But that can cover all the bare necessities, that's for sure. Dang. Well, that kind of gives an interesting look, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, I would never complain about rent ever again. Which is something I complain about all the time. That is fantastic. Well, good for them, you know? Oh, dang. There's still more. Hold on a second. 10 ways the Vampire Diaries still holds up today. This was written last year. Aired over half a decade ago. But the show's popularity sees no dips. Not a single dip. A few chips, but no dips. Ran for a phenomenal 8 seasons. Number 10, it's an eternally entertaining romance. Amazing slow burn relationships. Dividing fans into formidable factions who supported Stellina and Delina. Even today, the chemistry between Elena and the two brothers is impactful as it was upon the first watch. The series also had other iconic romances, like Klaus and Caroline, with Bonnie and Enzo, that fans love to immerse themselves in. Since romance has always been the central theme of the show, it allowed the series to age well. Yeah, that's true. I don't think it'll age out, honestly. Obviously, it'll start to look maybe a little cheesy over the years. You know, we look back at like 80s television shows and you're just like, ooh, this is kind of 80s. Like it has a feel to it, right? We could probably tell watching it now that it's very early 2000s or, well, late 2000s. There's probably a feel to it. I don't know. It didn't really feel like it. Maybe technology's going to look goofy in it if there's like cell phones or anything like that. We're just going to look at it and be like, what is that? Ugh. I remember having a phone like that. It's 15 years since the show first aired. That's insane to me. Yeah, it's wild. It is so weird. That is so strange that 2009 was that long ago. Oh my gosh. Makes me feel old. Yeah. Unfortunately, the older you get, the more things make you feel old. That is an unfortunate fact. There's more examples of it. One of the Legendary series. Number 9, it created a new enticing breed of vampires. Vampires were already resurgent in the movies in 2009. Vampire Diaries firmly cemented their place in television. Heal humans with their blood, switch off their humanity, and have daylight rings that protected them from the sun. Also, the original vampires reinvented the fantasy genre. That's pretty amazing. Nina and Paul's dual roles are still iconic. Yeah, that was cool. That's pretty neat, the fact that they were able to do dual roles like that. And kind of make them their own, obviously. Elena's very different than Catherine. Unforgettable bad guys still set the standard for fantasy villains. I mean, Klaus is a pretty dang good villain. That is for sure. The world ages with you. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. What's going on, Rocco Kitty? Welcome, welcome. Vampire Diaries was known for new and engrossing bad guys in every season, which was a practice that continued till the end, with favorites like Kai also came back to haunt the Mystic Gang. These villains were memorable, and several other shows have looked to the Vampire Diaries for their monsters. Number 6, the plot twists are still riveting. Reason why the Vampire Diaries kept people hooked was because of its unique storylines and shocking plot twists. Stefan's Ripper side, prison worlds to cure the vampirism, and the original vampirisms. And the originals represent the best of the show's writing. The teen show was full of more such plots that kept viewers on tenterhooks. What the heck? Thankfully, these plots are still as immersive as they were years ago. They still have shock value. Squad is still an enjoyable fantasy experience, even when it's predictable. Well, if you haven't seen it, like I haven't seen the whole show, then there you go. You got a full show. Then it never ages. You can watch it at any point. The lore of the show is so good. Recently heard the radio say Ricky Martin's Living La Vida Loca is 25 years old, and I choked. Oh my gosh. I remember being a kid and having that be just everything, everywhere. Had no idea what any of it meant. Oh my gosh. And then the Macarena. Whoa. Have you seen how old that music video looks now? Oh gosh. Number 5, the lore. Vampire Diaries brought together a number of supernatural creatures like werewolves, vampires, witches, demons, and the writers did so seamlessly. Every supernatural species had rich history and lore, which was a delight to watch. Extensive world building. Everything from the origins of vampires to the conflicts between witches and creatures of the night was depicted well. Vampire Diaries also brought to life many fables and legends like the sirens, giving them modern context. Number 4, the visual effects have aged well. That's surprising. That is surprising. One factor that ages TV shows is CGI, yes, because they don't have the time, they don't have the budget to make it look, outstanding. But even then, you can look at CGI from years ago and just be like, ugh, that looks terrible. As special effects keep advancing, they become a sort of timestamp, yes, on older fantasy shows and movies. Fortunately, the Vampire Diaries did a decent job with its practical and special effects, and they look natural and realistic even after decades. Yeah, that definitely ages a show. Or what did I watch recently where they had the brick phones, like those really thick original cell phones. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden, the cover for the keys came down, so it flipped down, and I was just like, oh my gosh. That is so old. Oh my gosh. Rocco Kitty, that's funny. Damon and Stefan's brotherly bond is still well loved. I mean, that's kind of explains itself, frankly. That's not going to age. Certainly what's going to age is technology and the CGI. Maybe the look of it, obviously, for like, when I watch edits of like Buffy, what really ages it, number one, the technology, but number two, the look of it. It's standard definition. Like eventually as things get clearer and better cameras and better broadcast techniques and whatnot, streaming certainly, it's just going to make things look old based on how it looks, you know? Watching an episode of, you know, Buffy or anything from like Xena Warrior Princess or anything like that, like you can tell it's old just from the terrible quality of the camera being used. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. What's a bag phone? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a bag phone. Oh, jeez. I remember, I don't think I ever saw one in person, but I know they existed, where you would carry a bag phone and put it in your car or something like that. And it was just kind of meant to be on the go. And the bag was just all the parts of it, basically. And obviously you have the receiver with that curly cord going into the bag. It birthed another successful show, The Originals, obviously. Number one, the finale wrapped up the show well. That's sticking the landing is difficult. Yes, that is a great point. Sticking the landing for shows that have gone on for a long time is notoriously difficult. More seasons mean more loose ends to tie, more characters to deal with, overall raised expectations. Was that rare show that gave its characters a fitting farewell, bringing back favorites like Elena, Lexi, and Aunt Jenna at the end. Even with some bittersweet conclusions like Stefan's death, every character's arc was wrapped in a satisfying manner. At the same time, their afterlives were depicted. That's nice. There's a triumphant moment that still carries the same amount of joy that it did in 2017 when the finale first aired. That's so huge. Sticking the landing is huge. We're not going to beat Game of Thrones to death, but, you know, some shows don't do it as well. But we'll say that. Let's go ahead and hop into the next video. It is Wang Jian, MDZS, audio drama. I have no idea what this is going to be. It does have English subs, so let me go ahead and make sure I change the look of this so we can actually read it. Otherwise, we're going to be very lost. Alrighty, go. I just transitioned to literally myself. That's funny. Show stuck the landing. Yeah, definitely. The requester in for, yeah, I do have it. Should I read it before or after? That is a good question. Let me, okay, we'll read it before. I'm reading it and I'm like, this should be before. All right, so we'll change this real quick. All righty. Roll to the top. Easy to read. Looks like it. Good. For some info, this is from the requester, by the way. For some info, this is from the Chinese audio drama, one of the many adaptations of MDZS. Voice actors who play Wei and Lan sing a beautiful duet together, and it's this adaptation's official Wang Jian song. The love song that LYJ wrote and sang for WWX when they were teenagers, and the one that WWX plays on his flute by accident after his resurrection, which reveals his identity to LWJ. That's funny. That's interesting. That is a great way to reveal it, too. That's awesome. Both the Dongua and the Untamed have their own version of, but this one is really my favorite. Also, a cool fun fact is that WWX's voice actor here is the same one for the Untamed. Another note, Chinese live actions dub over most of their actors to avoid having a variety of regional dialects and background noise. Interesting. I kind of get that. Interesting. So they want it to be very, everybody to be the same. Kind of cool. This has subtitles, but the good news is because they're singing, subtitles are a lot slower. Yes. I'll be able to read it. However, it might also be difficult to tell WWX and LWJ apart, but a big hint is the lyric content and that LWJ's singing voice is deeper. Okay. Deeper voice, LWJ. One issue might be that because it's official and not fan-made, there might be copyright issues. Well, we'll see. We shall see. I usually don't have issues with videos being blocked through audio. It's usually video. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But if this doesn't get accepted for that reason, I'm understanding. Well, let's see. I'm always willing to play it even then, because frankly, YouTube, who can guess it, right? It is very much a weird situation where the video can be up for one channel and then be blocked for me for uploading. Very odd. I've never watched it, but oh, dang. Got an email today to say that The Untamed is leaving UK Netflix. Oh, boy. That is sad. It's leaving in the US, too? Oh, no. Well, watch it quickly. Good grief. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the music. That is very sad. Hopefully it's available in other locations. Alrighty. Shall we? We shall. I'm glad I read that beforehand. Alright, so that's obviously LWJ.
雨过琵琶桥，烛光掠跳随手跑，水接招，各种酸甜，之后都付与笑。原来相亲只是旧人。
Good messaging on it. Obviously, it plays along with the story very well. That is an unintended benefit right there.
不醒来，不是他乡。城市3000条，不羁般谈天自笑，谁醉倒，听弦忘记，情动却难知晓。原来在风只是一瞬，过往再何必处处问。
Something so beautiful about duets. The harmony and whatnot. I think what's most shocking is the fact that this was written by teenagers. Or a teenager. What? That was beautiful. Very beautiful. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. That was gorgeous. The voices, the visuals were great. I agree, Jace. Really well done. Extremely well done. Obviously, the messaging is on point for what it's talking about, the story. We do have a little bit of information, but not much, unfortunately. Simple but beautiful illustration. Yeah, absolutely. I always thought the character designs were really stunning. The fact that there's so many like flowy bits to it, you know, the hair, the ribbons, all the clothing is very movable, right? So you can make a really big impact with it and kind of cover the screen, if you will. Very nice. Audio drama is adapted from the original novel. Its Mandarin broadcast is solely on the Chinese audio streaming website, missevans.com. The studio currently reproduces the drama in Japanese. Recognition, that might be interesting. As of December 2022, the combined 3 seasons of the Mandarin audio drama has been listened to over 600 million times. Whoa. As of April 2023, the Japanese version has been listened to over 6 million times. Not bad. Obviously, a lot of people have consumed it. Season 1, will the yelling patriarch's rebirth bring about a bloodbath, or will he renew his friendship with his former foes and join hands to solve a mystery from his past life? Season 2, Wei joined hands with Lan and stepped forward to overcome many difficulties. Mystery will be solved and the truth will be revealed. Season 3, in a close encounter of past and present lives, the truth is uncertain and foggy. It's up to Wei and Lan whether they can communicate with each other and work together to discover the truth. So I'm assuming if this is an audio drama, this is... So the visuals... Is it completely an audio drama? Like, there's no visuals to it at all? Like, it's radio, basically? That's pretty interesting. Kind of makes me wonder, like, why was this put out? You know? This doesn't seem like a very recent adaptation. Or not, certainly not a concept that a lot of people partake in anymore. I mean, I think back to like War of the Worlds back in like, I don't even know what year that was, with like Orson Welles reading it over the radio, and those kind of audio dramas like the Westerns and all that stuff. Like early days before television. It's kind of interesting. First, it's easier to make, then it's not censored. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's a good way to get around it. Oh, that's cool. 1938 was the War of the Worlds panic. Oh my gosh. That's right. Oh my gosh. What's up, Slayer Kitty? Welcome, welcome. Audio drama always makes it seem more explicit than what's actually happening. Yeah. That's a good point. Chapters covered 1 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 10. Okay. Interesting. So it aired during the pandemic. Well, it started before the pandemic, but... Oh, okay. Japan. All right, so it was 2018. That's so fascinating. I never would have guessed that they would do this. But it makes sense. That is so shocking. I had no idea this was ever a thing nowadays. Especially 2018, 2020. Like, that is just so wild. Those NC scenes giving new visuals. Yeah, I bet you could get a lot more explicit just through audio, for sure. Like somebody reading a romance novel to you. Battle of the Writers outfits, the artwork for audio drama of the Untamed. Yeah. Most Dame would get their audio drama adaptation first before anything else. That's so neat. I had no idea this existed. This is very, like, breaking news. Wow. I've reacted to this much Dongwa and Danmei and whatnot, but I had no idea this was a thing. This is so fascinating. The ingenuity of being able to think about how to get around some of the censorship, maybe some of the hurdles with money and having to fund like a show or a Danmei or whatever, like to be able to get around that and to come out with this audio drama, like that is so smart. People are extremely resilient. On Amazon Audible, they do lots of audio dramas. Dang, I had no idea. I think some podcasts do audio dramas, if I'm not mistaken, or they do like something like it, I suppose. Actually, if you just listen to the audio portion of Critical Role, it would be an audio drama, I think. Thailand is trying their hand at the wuxia content. That's cool. Audio dramas are not just reading the book, but sounds the act out of the fighting and other stuff. Okay. All right. I see. Because they can actually show NC content. Wow. Where there's a will, there's a way. That is a great way to put it. Yes. People will find ways to get around that stuff, which is cool. That is very neat. Obviously, this is some cover work, episode artistry. Beautiful. You know what's cool about this is that every episode, I'm sure the artwork for this is like a big scene, or it's something they want you to know or be able to visualize. That is so neat. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I got all the Doctor Who spin-off audiobooks with the Madame Vastra series. That's cool. All sorts of cool audio dramas. Not that I advertise for Amazon. Indeed. That is very neat. I am shocked. I had no idea that existed. It was beautiful. It was a well done song. Obviously, I think the singing was great. Voices were wonderful. I like the fact that it's a way to consume the content. Maybe you're on a long drive. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you just, I don't know. You just want kind of a moment of just close your eyes and just listen to the story. That is totally lost in today, basically. I can't think of a situation where I would do that other than, well, I wouldn't be driving, certainly, and closing my eyes, but yeah, that's not something that I partake in a lot. So that's interesting. That's kind of a different way to consume content. And I think it's fascinating. Obviously, with voice actors and whatnot that we've seen from Critical Role and all the other D&D shows, it makes sense that they would do stuff like this. Wow. And certainly with the resurgence of podcasts and audio form, it does make sense that they would lean into this a little bit more. And it's pretty neat. Pretty neat way to get around the censors. Let's go ahead and hop into the next. I can only listen to audiobooks when driving. I can't focus at home because I need to look at something, so my brain just can't settle down. Honestly, I think I'm the same way. I can't, I don't know if I can sit there and just listen to something. It's honestly, unfortunately, this is terrible to admit, but I don't think I've sat down and read a book just in silence in a long time. A long time. Longer than it should be. I just always have audio going. So maybe I could have an audio drama playing in the background, but I guess I'm more of a visual person. I'll have to listen to audiobooks when studying. Oh, that's smart. Although with myself, I know for a fact, if I'm listening to an audiobook, there's no chance of me retaining any information. There's no chance. I would learn nothing. Yeah, me too. I know how my brain works, and it doesn't work that well. I'll listen to them while sleeping. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Just subconsciously take on the material. That's cool. If I listen to something, I'll start typing what I'm hearing. Oh, that could get really interesting in some of those scenes. Just from what you all have said, it sounds pretty interesting. I would learn nothing and I'll never fall asleep. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, honestly, probably me. If I'm falling asleep, I gotta be like shut down. Although I have fallen asleep with like a noise machine, whatever that's called, where it gives you like, I don't know, it's like an alarm clock or something, and it gives you like sounds of waves or storms or whatever. Yeah, I had to do it once. I think I told this last stream, where I went to a hotel off the side of a highway. They had earplugs ready to go on the nightstand, individually wrapped, of course. And then a noise machine. And I'm like, what is this? I've never gone into a room and seen like earplugs just sitting there. Like how some nice hotels put like chocolates on the pillows or something. There's like earplugs on the pillows. I'm like, what? And then I stood there for a second just listening to whoosh, 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 whoosh. I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it. It's super loud. All right, let's hop into the next one. This is Stray Kids. Why do comedians even try when Stray Kids exists? Please turn on English subs. Alrighty, I will do so. And they are on. Let's increase the quality here. Why is it on 480p? Oh my gosh. That's not good enough. All right, we'll turn it on 1080. I can't seem to listen to stories or read, so I use it as my sleep time. Oh, that's interesting. Like when people listen to music to relax, me books. That's cool. You don't need the subs, actually. I don't know why they say it. Okay. Turn those off. All right. Let's go ahead and get this going. Boom. Here we go.
와 여러분 이래서 스키즈한테 입덕하면 힘들다는 거예요. 스키즈한테 입덕하면 탈출구가 없거든요. 탈출구가 없는 게 아니고 스키즈에 입덕하면 정상이 없어요.
Oh yeah, it has its own subs.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
잠시만. 나 좋은 방법 있다. 야. 잠깐만. 집게로 하나 들고 이렇게 걸어. 이거 열어봐. 잠시만. 이거 열어줘요.
Oh my gosh.
내가 열면 시작했더니. 오케이.
I would never be able to control myself with that.
오케이. 그래요? 감사합니다. 야, 그대로 이렇게 쏟아 보면 돼. 여기 안에다 담아야 되는 거야? 오케이. 자,
The butt grab.
감사합니다.
That would be me. Just slowly pocketing all the snacks.
비싼 거는 돈의 문제예요. 자신의 진심이 중요한 거지. 진심만 있다면 이 책상 하나로 이걸 만들어야 돼. 맞아요. 이거는 칠게. 형 여기 피아노 하나 깔아. 내가 스냅할게. 오케이. 야. 너가 잠시만. 너가 짱이 가. 내가 후에 갈게. 잠깐만. 나 약간 엇박으로 갈게. 약간 엇박이. 알았어. 내가 엇박 갈게. 오케이. 이거보다 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 미안. 에이. 됐어요. 그냥 우리가 들려줄 트랙을. 야, 잘 찍는다.
So clearly they're talented, but they also like to goof around, which I completely appreciate.
승민은 내게 있어서 먹잇감.
Gotta have balance indeed.
사장님 마이크 위에 넘어졌나 봐. 야, 그거 걸린 거 같아. 영상? 치즈.
진짜 가까워. 치킨 맞아. 근데 치킨 한국어로 뭐야? 프라이드.
Oh, that was so close. This is so relatable, it's hilarious.
근데 돼지들 잘 때 누워서 자 아니면 어떻게 자?
그러면 서서 자.
돼지들 어떻게 자냐?
직접 가서 봐.
직접 보고 있는데? 누워서 자.
Rear naked choke.
해주는 말 같기도 해서 위로가 되네요. 정성 가득 팬손 공유해 주셔서 감사합니다. 해주는 말 같기도 해서 위로가 되네요. 정성 가득 팬손 공유해 주셔서 감사합니다.
가위바위보 보자.
그래요? 가위바위보 지킨 사람 뭐야?
딱밤?
아니.
왜?
내가 선할 것 같은데.
Ending with all of us are dead. And it's funny moments.
195.
195에?
왜냐면 97 더하기 98 195.
올드 팀명.
세대 차이. 오 마이 갓. 루틴 있잖아요. 루틴은 사실 크게는 없는데 전 그게 있어요. 그거. 그 뭐죠? 그 루틴의 반대말이 뭐죠? 틴루.
Actually, I'm glad we set it up like this. Because then it just makes it into a nice little funny way to end it. Kick off the weekend. Just chaos.
나는 몰랐어.
Fun Friday indeed. That look of disgust is wild. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Because everything I've seen in like the profiles or whatever has said like birthday and it's just the year. So that makes a lot of sense. Appreciate you explaining that. What an amazing mascot.
왜 자꾸 쳐다보는 거야? 저게 뭔데? 일로 와봐. 지금 우리 다 부르다가.
It's like an angry duck.
잠깐만. 불닭볶음면 있잖아. 키 큰 애 가. 키 작은 애 와봐. 키 작은 애. 먼저 가. 자기. 키 작은 애 와봐.
Oh, it's a chicken?
키 작은 애 어디 있어? 와봐.
Maybe I can't see enough of it to guess. All I saw was the beak.
여기 너 그게 마음에 안 들어. 그게.
Hmm?
You better stop!
비도 안 오는데 왜 우산을?
I should update the intro to the stream and have something like that. Just do like one of those cliche like 90s opening scenes. Just look at the camera.
근데 잠시만요. 한이 생일이 지금 이제 한이 생일입니다. 한이 생일이에요. 야 한아 생일 축하해. 고맙다. 그래 오래 고마워요. 너 케이크 혹시 숨겨놨니? 근데 이게 사실 원래 생일을 지금 말하면 안 되는데. 야 깜짝 이벤트 할라 했는데.
You like said an ASMR series?
이 바보들아.
Oh, okay.
뭐 있었어? 이 바보들아. 나 몰랐어. 응 망했어. 너무 크게 말해. 나 아직 안 보고 있어. 야 현진이 화장실 가서 한번 대화 해주자. 현진이 어디 갔냐? 지금부터 컷 들어갑니다. 현진이 방송중 뭐 화장실 카메라 롤 액션. 야 현진이 뭐 방송 중에 화장실 가냐? 현진이 어디 가? 냈어. 야 그거 안 해야지. 혼내야겠어. 너가 카메라. 자 하나 둘 셋. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 오케이. 다시 할게요. 한 번 더 할게요. 에어컨 잠깐만 끄고 가실게요. 네. 한 번 더 갈게요. 중간에 조각 꺼져갖고요. 스테인 모른 척 해주세요.
아 이거 야 현지야 너 알고 있었던 거야? 아니 일단 컷.
씬 42 테이크 2. 이제 레디 액션.
현들이 어디 갔냐? 아 이거 뭐하냐? 내가 아주 혼내야겠어. 혼내야겠어 아주 그냥. 생일 축하합니다.
Trying to walk with a candle is very difficult. It's gotta go so slow.
야 이거 봐봐 이거 봐봐. 우와.
와.
안 신기해?
아 되고 있는 거야 이거? 아 우와. 정말 신기하다.
야 다시 할게. 야 얘들아
That's
이거
a nice
봐봐.
little camper.
야 정말 신기하다. 마트 사용하셨어요?
이거 진짜 힘든데. 나 이거 약간 찾았어. 어떻게 하면 이게 소리가 안 나게 하는지. 봐봐. 잠깐 내가 내릴게. 아이비 클럽. 나갈 수 있어. 나갈 수 있어.
Oh. That would be me. I would forget that it's ASMR.
여러분 제가 이상한 게 아닙니다. 형이 이상한 게 아니다. 형이 이상하니까 나도 이상해진 거야. 야 우리 팀은 솔직히 내가 제일 정상이지. funny. 야식을 먹는 멤버가 누구지?
Fighting over the title of weirdest.
나 요즘 안 먹어. 왜? 와, 아니 거짓말 아니고 진짜로. 며칠 됐어? 어제.
이현아 생일 축하한다. 아니 생일 누구야 생일 누구야? 야 엔지 다시 해. 생일을 왜 축하해? 이거 아니지. 누구야? 야 이현아 자연스러운 진행 부탁해. 5초 뒤에 나갈게.
자 다시 갑니다. 테이크 2 액션. 아 형들이 이렇게 또 주접을 떨어놨네요.
4, 3.
You know what I'm thinking of when I'm watching this? I'm just incredibly jealous that they are able to have such goofy, hilarious times. Clearly, they're all friends at this point. I'm thinking back to this, and it's making me remind me of like school. And, you know, you're constantly surrounded by friends, like every day. You're literally mandated to be hanging out with your friends. It's just, oh my gosh. You know, it's making me nostalgic, basically, for that time period. Definitely jealous. Yeah, exactly. I am so jealous right now. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, gosh. Just making me look back at those times and go, you know, it was really nice to have, like, friendships like that. Being goofy, doing ridiculous things. Like, you know, part of my goofiness and fun in high school was, you know, one of my buddies was very into film and wanted to be a director, which I think he is at this point. Definitely lost touch over the years, but, well, I moved around multiple times, but which is never good for keeping any sort of, you know, friendship alive. But, you know, he wanted to be a director, so we'd just meet up and we would just goof around between scenes so much that he literally was able to cut like this blooper reel, I guess you could call it, from us just making up stuff on the fly. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Like we did a music video to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Like it was so funny. Oh God, it was random. So on the not videos, edits. So on the edits, where they dress funny, they can't make too much noise, otherwise they'll wake up the person that's asleep behind them. That's why that person was just laying down behind them. They'll get punishments. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was interesting. I would definitely forget that I'm supposed to be quiet, make a noise, and then apologize. Apologize verbally, and be like, oh.
약간 현대 미술 같지 않았어? 약간 그 우리가 이해할 수 없는 맞아. 시적 감성. 역시
아니야.
과장님은
이거 그 진짜 시안 작업.
시안 작업.
어디 내려가?
안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요.
Gotta take the earbuds out. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Obviously, that was a very well put together compilation. Dang, like I was saying before, so jealous of the fact that they're able to hang out with people that they thoroughly enjoy like that. Like, there's a difference, right? So I had a friend from work, right? And work friends are very different than actual friends. Let's be honest. There's that wall that you don't cross, and it's usually like the goofiness or whatever, because number one, this person sees you in the office or sees you, you know, in a more professional setting. So it's difficult to cross that threshold and be like vulnerable and open and goofy and all that stuff, because you have to see them and then, you know, fake professional, basically. So work friends are always interesting. And as soon as they get a different job, then it kind of gets weird and you got nothing really interesting to talk about unless you have a lot of shared interests, which is very difficult because most workplaces are tiny and there's, you know, chances are they're not into what you're into, and it's not the best. Not the best. School obviously makes it so much easier. You know, everybody's forced to be in this situation, and there's people that are definitely into what you're into. You just have to find them, right? So yeah, I'm definitely jealous they were able to hang out anytime. Yeah, exactly. It is so difficult to come up with real friends when you cross, you know, university times. As soon as you graduate, it's like everyone goes and does their own thing. Maybe they move away. Maybe they're in a different industry and you just never see them. Like, it gets so difficult. It's like getting a part-time job. You actively have to seek out other people to like build that friendship and everything. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. So if you're able to hang on to people throughout the different years and different schools and all that stuff, number one, it's impressive. And number two, you know, thank the lucky stars, because it's difficult. And for those of us out there that, you know, don't really have that, we are completely jealous, honestly, completely jealous. And if you move around a lot like I did, it gets incredibly difficult to hang on to any sort of adult friendship, especially adult friendships. You got like relationships added on top of that. Then they start having kids if they have kids. And that is a whole other layer of like not available. That is completely unbelievable. I feel this. My best friend is in Korea. We both had bad sleep schedules. That's funny. Yeah, time zones as well. That makes it difficult. My girlfriend and I are the opposite sides of the Atlantic, so I know about the distance thing. Yeah, distance is rough. Distance is very rough, especially time zones and stuff. That can get very tiring very fast. But yeah, it's difficult to have really good friendships, true friendships, not like, you know, the fake work acquaintances that you try to make into friends, but it's never really that deep, you know? We're friends because we're in this situation, and as soon as you move on or I move on or maybe you get promoted, you go to a different department, like it's very hard to keep that in place at work. The fake work, the fake work friend. Oh gosh, I've had so many of those. It's unbelievable. And as soon as they like move on to a different job, or maybe I move on to a different job, it's just like, whoop, gone. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Best people in the world are always so far from us somehow. Yeah, it's amazing. The internet has been, you know, truly a blessing and a curse in a way. Like, it introduces you to people that are into what you're, excuse me, people that are into what you're into all over the world, right? It's cool. We know of people that like the Discord. We're all into some similar stuff, obviously, but we're also scattered all throughout the world. It is so interesting, right? So it gives us the community, but it also is like, dang, like they're so far away, you know? So it is a double-edged sword for sure. But honestly, I think I would rather know that people exist that are into the sort of same stuff that I'm into than to not know it all. Yes, shout out Discord people. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do so. I think you'll enjoy it quite a bit. All right, let's pull up some information on Stray Kids. I am so incredibly jealous. Stray Kids revive NSYNC's No Strings Attached style for American Music Awards 50th Anniversary Special. This was just published a couple days ago. Performed a tribute to boy bands. That's so cool. Good gosh. That was one of the first albums I ever bought, was NSYNC's No Strings Attached. Wow. That was one of the first and only albums I ever bought, by the way. Stray Kids saluted iconic boy bands like NSYNC during the American Music Awards 50th Anniversary Special Sunday in LA. K-pop group consists of 8 members. On stage, Stray Kids wore matching ensembles consisting of embroidered varsity jackets, leather trousers, combat boots. In one segment of their performance, they evoked the cover of NSYNC's 2000 album, No Strings Attached, which features the band members on puppet strings. Yeah, that is iconic. Several members of Stray Kids have landed luxury brand ambassadorships in recent years. That's really cool. That's how you know you made it, right? Among his first commitments in the role, Yoonjin, who boasts a combined social media following of over, can't even see it, over 72 million. Fronted Versace's Holiday 2023 campaign, composed of images and videos. Quote, I am delighted Yoonjin is joining the Versace family. I'm constantly inspired by new voices defining culture around the world. And for me, Yoonjin has great new energy and creativity. I love his confidence and freedom of expression. He is a true Versace man, said Donatella Versace. Donatella, isn't she like, she's up there in age, isn't she? Pretty sure. Just months later, Felix was announced as a house ambassador for Louis Vuitton. Wow. Little LV, I'm sure gets a lot of freebies. I discovered Felix when I presented my pre-fall collection in Seoul. Artistic director Nicholas Gesqueret said, referring to, boy, I tried on that one. Donatella is 70. Oh, okay. Quote, I discovered Felix pre-fall collection in Seoul. Instantly clicked between us. He is really talented. I love his energy, his unique personality, and his audacious sense of style. In lieu of a ceremony this year, the American Music Awards celebrates its 50th anniversary with a televised special airing on CBS and Paramount Plus. Obviously includes a lot of different people. Mariah Carey, Gladys Knight. That's cool. That is really neat. What an honor to be invited to that. Stray Kids, Yoonjin announced as new ambassador for Cartier as well. Dang, just collect them all like Thanos. Has officially been named Cartier's newest ambassador. On September 12th, Esquire Korea exclusively announced that Yoonjin is the latest face of the iconic French luxury jewelry and watch brand Cartier. Statement highlighted his work, highlighted his striking visuals, powerful charisma, and irresistible aura, which perfectly aligned with Cartier's timeless Trinity collection. I have no idea what the Trinity collection is. Cartier is a little bit, I don't know, up here. In addition to the exciting news, Yoonjin will grace the October issue of Esquire Korea with a stunning 18-page photo shoot. Wow. An interview. There's the cover, obviously, for this month. Little signature on there. That's cool. Whoa. Hey now. Jeff Satter is one of Cartier's ambassadors too. That's a good gig. That is a good gig to get. Sheesh. I need a button for that. Sheesh. We are thrilled to make an exclusive announcement through the October issue. New ambassador for Cartier. Trinity Collection celebrates its 100th anniversary. Whoa. 18-page spread. Amazing. When Stray Kids members took funny digs at JYPE senior Rain over huge age gap. Check out to know what happened. Let's turn the clock back to the time when Stray Kids members took funny digs. JYPE senior Rain over their huge age gap, sending him into a meltdown. What? Stray Kids appeared at Rain's talk show, Season B, Season 2, on March 2022 to promote their album Ordinary. I almost said Ordinary. And its lead hit track, Maniac, after a special introduction given by Bang Chan, Felix, Yoonjin, Seungmin, Han, Changbin, Lee No, and IN. Soon after the conversation began, Rain asked the Stray Kids members who were the youngest in the group. When IN, who was the youngest, revealed that he was born in 2001, Rain was left in shock. Rain just revealed that he joined JYP Entertainment, also Stray Kids Agency, in 1998 at the age of 14, which had Stray Kids shout, wow. Funnily enough, Stray Kids continued their funny digs at their senior Rain over the age gap. Oh my gosh. Han revealed that it was even before I was born. Oh my gosh. I'm sure that made Rain feel real good about himself. Yoonjin said in kindergarten, Rain could do nothing but be stressed over it. It continued with, quote, "My friend's mom was your fan." Oh gosh, the Red Swan actor tilted his head back in exasperation over the huge age gap that had him down in the dumps. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Age is something that gets everybody. Truly. You know, they're making fun of them now, but eventually they'll get old too, and they'll be like, oh. Stray Kids fight through adversity on new song Falling Up. This just came out a couple days ago. It's one of 2 new tunes from the K-pop boy band, associated with the anime series Tower of God. They're called Night and Falling Up, both available in Korean, English, and Japanese. English version of Falling Up has jumped out as the early frontrunner on the Genius Top Songs chart, where it debuted inside the top 40. That's nice. Both will be on the band's next Japanese album, Giant, due out November 13th. Co-written by Sriracha, Falling Up combines moody trap pop with soaring arena rock. The song is about overcoming adversity, as exemplified in Yoonjin's lines from the first verse. Quote, "I don't think about giving up. I'll never tap out of this. It's a long way down, a cliffhanger, but I'm not gonna slip." Quote, "I shed my blood, sweat, and tears, head to the top. I gave it my all. I got no slump. I'm falling up, falling up, falling up." In the second verse, Changbin raps about drawing strength from within. Fate intervenes and changes everything. I never change. I just follow me. When I need direction, I look inside at my integrity. Go higher. I can almost taste the fire. Gonna light up this tiny spark. Unleash my inner fighter. Yeah. Seungmin. That's how we pronounce it. Whoops. I tried my best. Well, that's good. We got 2 new songs out. Go listen if you haven't already. If you have, what do you think about them? Stray Kids Bang Chan celebrates birthday with 100 million won donation to Community Chest of Korea. That is so cool. Donated, so 100 million won is equivalent to 75,000 US dollars. Celebrate his birthday. Born in 97. Became a member of the Honor Society of Community Chest of Korea. Money will go toward helping people with developmental issues and funding athletes with disabilities to train. That's cool. Quote, I am grateful to be able to share the love that I have been given by the fans. Quote, I hope that all my small actions will reach secluded corners of society. Wow, that's awesome. Good on him. That's amazing. Well done. I like that. You know, we always get gifts for birthdays or, you know, money or whatever, you know. So it's nice to be able to give back if you're able to. If you don't have the money to give back, obviously time is certainly a good gift as well. That's awesome. That is very cool. I love that. Very funny. Obviously, you know, very comedic. They know each other well, which is good. That's certainly helpful because you get, you know the intricacies of the people you're around, so you can kind of play off that. It's very interesting how funny, you know, if you're really good friends, you know a lot about somebody, you can just go back and forth like crazy for days about, you know, one joke or whatever, however many jokes, and just keep going back to it. And it'll never run dry. It's amazing. I love being in, you know, friendships like that, where it's just very laid back. You can rip on each other. You can rip on other people. You know, you don't take it seriously. It's not, you know, anything serious about it. You know how far you can push a joke with them too? Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you can flirt with that line a little bit, but you never go over it, right? That's what's difficult about like work friends or something like that. Like there's a line and you have no idea where it is. Like at some point this could affect my job or career or whatever. And you're just like, you hold a lot of punches back. K-pop fans tend to go all out on their idols' birthdays, especially those who are popular. It'd be amazing to do like I bet Bang Chan is going to do this someday, to do like a charity drive for his birthday. Like anything you all raise, I'll match kind of thing. I bet that would be very successful. Billboards are common on birthdays. Cool. Like how my friends call me Andy the Fly Eater. That is interesting. I don't even know the story or why that originated, but it's an interesting one. They would raise millions and he isn't that rich, but he would want to. Oh gosh. All right, maybe don't match it. Maybe don't match it. He can be the first donation for what he can afford. That might be a better option. I ate flies by accident, though. To be fair, my oldest brother did make me eat fish food once. He did that trick of like, you know, behind the mouth or whatever. He was just like, oh, like a perspective trick. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like he had it, I'll have it. And I was just like, ugh, this does not taste good. Doesn't taste terrible, honestly. What's weird is it kind of tasted like seaweed. But I wouldn't advise it. It's not a good snack. Yeah, very much so. It was very odd. But yeah, thankfully, he instantly said, I didn't actually eat it, so I could like spit it out immediately. It's the person that doesn't tell you that they didn't eat it. That's the person you got to worry about. My brother voluntarily ate dog biscuits as they claimed to be Christmas pudding flavor. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I guess they're safe to eat, right? Most of them. I'm assuming all of them, but I don't know, so don't try. You said they weren't? I would just assume they're the driest biscuit you've ever had in your life. Like, the driest. Because whenever I've, like, snapped one in half, because I grew up with a dog, I would snap it in half to give, like, half, and I'm just looking at it, and it is the driest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. No recommended. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. All right. Boy, that was a tangent. Let's hop into the next video. It is JoongDunk, everyone being done with JoongDunk, part 7. Part 7? How many parts are there? Okay, I see part 8. Part 1 through 6. Part 10. Oh my gosh. So clearly there's a lot of moments of people being done. That's amazing. I'm sure it will just keep growing, you know? I ate dirt once, do not recommend. Oh my gosh, Slayer Kitty. Yeah, I would assume dirt is not great. I've definitely tried grass once when I was younger. Not good. Not good. Worst salad of all time. Period. There's 14. Whoa. That's a lot of parts. All right. I don't know if I need closed captioning for this. We'll start it and see if we need it. JoongDunk are on my infamous squint list. What does that mean? I don't know if I want to know, honestly. Pregnant women sometimes crave dirt. Usually means they're low in iron. That is shocking information. I did not know that. Hey, if we didn't learn anything this stream, we learned that. Oh, are they real or aren't they real? Gotcha. All right, this one, I think the closed captioning is actually on the video, so we should be good. We squint because they're suspicious. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and hop in, and maybe we'll be done with JoongDunk after this. Very strong possibility, it seems.
좀 해.
ในทวิตนี่เพื่อนกันหรือว่าจีบกันจริงคะ
ผมว่าถามเพื่อนผมดีกว่า
อุ๊ยจีบกันจริงครับอุ๊ยโอเคอะ
ตามหาคนหนึ่งอยู่ครับ
ตามหาใคร
ถามคนนี้ถามคนนี้
ตามหาใครตามหาใครอุ๊ย
ตายมากใจเย็นครับ
Oh, gotcha. That was a decision, okay? That was a legitimate decision.
มันรู้สึกยังไงการอ่านนิยายตัวเอง
มันแบบบางชามวิไลอ่ะคำตอบก็เป็นอะไรฮะคำตอบก็แล้วแต่คนเนี่ย
Real life fanfic.
ของน้องดังเหรอใช่อ๋อดังคุณดังใช่ไหมใช่ได้ของคุณดังคุณกลับไปอ่านแล้วเดี๋ยวครั้งหน้าผมมาตอบ 20 บวก
It's a fan meet game.
เราก็ถ่ายเรื่องเดียวกันใช่ไหมใช่ครับแต่ทำไมผมว่าผมได้นอนเยอะกว่าคุณไปทำอะไรตอนกลางคืนนักหนาแล้วก็อ่านจอยลาดาหรือเปล่า
อย่างนี้ก็ไม่ได้หลับไม่ได้นอนสักที
I would say the sus list checks out. They are really playing into it, big time.
คือไม่ได้อ่านนะครับเป็นคนเขียนแบบเดียวแต่ห้ามหนีฮะห้ามไปผมหรือคุณคุณนะคุณโอเคว่าจนกว่าจะเที่ยวผมเดี๋ยวผมแคปแชทมาให้ดูเลยอยากหมุนไหมอยากหมุนไหมอยากหมุนไหมอยากจิ้มหรือว่าหมุนอยากจิ้มมากกว่า
I was like, is he gonna give him like a wet willy or something? What's happening?
ใช่แต่ถ้าเติม S เนี่ยอาจจะมากกว่าเพื่อน พอละเอาตอนนี้พอ
I mean, that's very true. I would say go for it. Duh.
ผมตัวใหญ่ไงใช่คุณจุงตัวใหญ่ขอดูหน่อยฟันหน่อยอ่ะคือต้องฟัน
Me trying to scream but not actually scream.
เมื่อกี้ไม่จูบอ่ะลองเฮ้ย Kiss or slap Kiss บอกให้หอมแก้ม
Duh.
มันยังไง มันเดินมันกันไม่ได้เลย มันทำงานเหนื่อยหรือไง
รอแบบลอยอะครับ
มันยังไง
ติดพื้นเลยอะ
ฮะ
ติดพื้นนี่เดินอยู่
โดนัทยังมีรู
แล้วเธอพูดกับมันเกิดไม่ได้เหรอ
I mean, they are absolutely playing into this. So the question is, are they in on it? Do they know what they're doing? Hmm?
โลกรู้แฟนคลับรู้ทุกคนรู้แม่ผมยังรู้เลยว่าอะไรว่าผมหาเวลาไปเที่ยวกับจังแค่ไหน
I mean, how would you not, right? It's probably everywhere. Hmm?
จะบอกว่าได้ยินแบบนี้เขาบอกว่าเขาไม่มีภาระใช่ไหมต้องการภาระในชีวิตไหมครับหมายถึงคุณน่ะ
ผมว่าถ้าเกิดเลี้ยงน้องแมวคือน้องแมวน่าจะติดผมมากกว่าอยู่แล้ว
เฮ้ยแย่งกันแล้ว
ทำไมครับทำไมพี่จุงยังติดผมเลย
I saw it described as unhinged.
ผมเป็นไฟใช่ไหมก็ดังดังก็จะชอบมาเล่นกับไฟ
แต่ว่าเขาคุมอยู่ไง
เฮ้ยแต่ไฟอยู่นะก็ดีครับดับได้เลยดับแบบสนิทไปเลย
คือผมก็เขาเรียกอะไรก็ต้องการให้ใครมาคุมสักคน
드라마 촬영을 하면서 실제로 설렌 적이 있습니까? 대답해 주십시오. 대답해 주십시오.
No
No? 어?
ไม่จริงไม่จริง
사실이 아닙니다. 없답니다.
Boy, that was on the nose. That question was pointed. Like, give us an answer now. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. Obviously, there's tons of parts to that. So check them out. Check out the channel. That's probably where you'll find every one of them. And, well, number one, if you're a fan, you've probably seen it. You've probably seen them all. But very interesting. All right. Very sus. The squint list. That's very funny. I had no idea about that, but that's very funny. Yeah, I would put them on that for sure. And certainly they know people are talking about it and, you know, what it is. So even if they aren't real, they're definitely playing along with it, which I do respect. I think that's interesting. If it's not real and they're just playing along with it, I think that's funny. That is very funny. Now, if it is real, then, you know, Todd reacts Discord lore, the squint list. Oh my gosh. Nice way to get fans. Indeed. Indeed. If anything, they're showcasing the fact that they listen to the fans. That's for sure. Like they're in on it. We need to make an official list for Oh my gosh. That's funny. That is funny. I'll throw it up on the website. All right. We got Joong, nicknamed Joong, Thai actor and singer signed to GMM TV. Would love to join the list. Confirmed couples go on the list like Zian. Regardless of the real status, they're definitely giving the fans what they want, which is nice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're in tune with the fans, which is super cool. You know, it's one of those things where it's always nice to see actors, whether they're like memed or something, you know, it becomes ultra viral and whatnot. And it's nice to see them like acknowledge it or, you know, make comments about it or kind of do it themselves. Like that's always awesome. I always love that. Like, I think Kevin James has that meme of him like from King of Queens, where his shoulders are like shrugged and his hands are in his pockets, and he almost looks like, who, me? That kind of look. That meme went everywhere for the longest time. And I think it's still going around. Who knows? But he like went into it and like leaned into it and then did it on his own for like a post or something. It was so great. So great. I don't know who told him about it. Maybe he figured it out, but I love when actors or singers or whatever, anybody public, really buys into what's going around, and that shows that they're not unattached. They're not like so unattainable and unrealistic and I don't know, like they're not part of the culture. It's very cool to see them part of it. Oh, what was that one actor who didn't know? He didn't know the word meme, or he couldn't figure. Oh, it was oh gosh, it was Killian. It was Cillian Murphy, who doesn't own a phone or something like that, and had no idea what memes were, and he got it described to him. That is funny. Like, that's somebody who clearly like doesn't want anything to do with the modern age, which, you know what? I respect. But that's kind of funny. But even he knew about it, which is crazy. He knew about the memes that were going around, even though he didn't know what memes were, which is hilarious. Joong has been through some stuff. Dunk is newer and has had way less issues, thankfully. Didn't Joong used to have a partner named Nine before he got with Dunk? Yes. In 2 Moons 2. Kind of like Z. Interesting. Thai actor and singer signed to GMM-TV, best known for his roles in 2 Moons 2, 2019, Star in Sky, Star in My Mind, and Hidden Agenda, just last year. Started his acting career when he signed to the talent agency Motive Village and made his television debut in 2 Means 2. 2 Moons 2, excuse me, not 2 Means 2. Became a member of the Motive Village's boy group OXQ, debuted in 2020. However, that November, Joong revealed that he had become an Insight Entertainment trainee, confirms his departure. That's cool. So I guess they can get recruited to other entertainment groups. Like, that's interesting. I wonder what those meetings are like, talking about potential money that they make, and it's almost like a trade deal, if you will, like a sports trade deal or something. Like, how much money is this actor singer going to bring in? How much do we value him? How much to buy out the contract? I'm assuming it gets crazy. That was him trying to be an idol in China. Wow. 2023 starred in a series, Hidden Agenda. Beginning in 2024, as announced at the GMM-TV 2024 Up and Above Part 1 press event, that Joong would become the new host of the long-running variety show School Rangers and would star in the upcoming series Ploy's Yearbook. Yeah. Basically brand new there, 2019 to present. Interesting. I'll say this. I mean, it's a pretty young career, but he's doing a lot. So that is a good sign. Obviously, why would you sign him if you're not going to use him? But first fan meet. Feel fan fun. Camping concert. These fan meets are so fun. You would think that would happen more for stars, like Western stars and whatnot, Hollywood, etc. But that's just not a thing, I guess. I mean, we have conventions and whatnot, Comic-Con and all that stuff. But a lot of actors don't meet their fans. And if they do, it's on the street. It's like 2 seconds long. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate your work. Awesome. Or they get a photo or something. But having these events is so neat. It is very neat. They just finished filming the Heart Killers. Nice. Let's see here. Dunk, born 2000. Go ahead and zoom in, make this bigger. There we go. Known for the role in Star in My Mind. Obviously started in 2021, so even newer to the scene. Where's the noms? Oh, won Couple of the Year. Oh, that's interesting. That definitely fed into it in 2022. Winning an award for Couple of the Year. Like, that will do it. Fan meets are like music shows, acting of show scenes, playing the game, like Blindfold. Yep. They have meet and greets a lot. That is such a smart idea to build a fan base, too. Plus, if, you know, the entertainment company has a bunch of people signed on, that is so many stars you can bring to these things. Like, that is so smart to do. Aside from being an actor, he founded 2 companies, a bakery called Naoui, and a clothing brand called Vespera, excuse me. Made a debut as a guest in Bad Buddy. First main role was Star in My Mind. That's actually, he has a bakery? That's awesome. All right, I gotta do it. Gotta look up the bakery. Wonder if they have a website. Let's see. Well, they got an Instagram. Not seeing a website. Maybe they have a link to it on their Instagram. Is this it? Okay. Autumn collection. Cookie mixed flavors box set. Almond Thai tea cookie. Crunchy Oreos. Chewy matcha. Cranberries and nuts. You know what's funny? I'm looking at these numbers and I think of like US dollars and I'm like, dang, $200 for brownie bites? That's kind of funny. Oh my gosh, Brookie bites. Brownie cookies. I have never heard that term before and I love it. That is awesome. Obviously sold out. Pride collection, original. The Valentine's, it's not time for Valentine's. That's cool. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that is zooming in way too far. So you get 9 pieces or cookies. So for the mixed flavor set, you get 2 cookies of each flavor and then 1 random. So it's luck of the draw there. Those look good. They're not overly big. That's cool. That is really nice. A Libra. All right, let's see here. Exclusive interview, Joong and Dunk talk about hidden agendas, challenges, and more. Cute they did a Pride collection. Yeah, absolutely. Brookies are amazing. I bet they are. I so want to try one so bad. Expensive, but they look good. Yeah, all those gourmet cookies. I mean, the amount of those cookie shops or cupcake shops that came up out of nowhere, like as of the last couple years, like cookie shops are everywhere now. And they're all very expensive. Oh my gosh. I was looking at one, and for a dozen cookies, right? A dozen. It was like $25. I was like, what? Those better be the greatest cookies I've ever had in my life. And you know they are very bad for you. Like crumble cookie, which is big here. Somebody finally found out like that each cookie is like multiple serving sizes. So by the time you have an entire cookie, it's like 1,000 calories for one cookie. Oh, the Australian crumble cookie scandal. Yes, I heard about that yesterday. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. And what's funny is they didn't even make anything from it. All they did was earn back, I think, the $18,000 it took to like bring all the cookies there. So they didn't actually make anything from it. They were selling them for $17.50. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Coffees are now almost $5 to $10. Yeah, they are. Coffee is very expensive. And the more things you add, the more expensive it gets, obviously. So unless you just like plain coffee, you're going to be spending quite a bit. Yeah, that's wild. $17.50. And people were lined up for that? Oh my gosh. I would never. Can't even afford a pack of gum right now. Yeah. Things are pretty crazy. For sure. I saw a meme where it's just like, you know, you're standing at the grocery store as they're scanning items in, and then it's over $100, and they haven't even gotten to like the meat yet, or like the more expensive items, and you're just like, ugh. Now Crumble has cakes on the menu? Really? Oh my gosh. If the cookies are 1,000 calories, I can't imagine what the cakes are. It's like 10,000 calories. I think when Michael Phelps, the American swimmer, Olympian, was training and actually active in swimming, like he was eating 12,000 calories a day. Like that is crazy. Like that would involve so much eating. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. I'd love to eat that much. And then the actual like act of it, like your jaw would get tired. Like, oof. The whole debacle has gotten the real Crumble to move to Australia. Now that's the long game if I've ever heard one. That's amazing. Tres leches cake? 40,000 calories. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's smart. Welcome back, Jace. Yeah, I don't know how many stores Crumble actually has. Like, I've never actually been in the store. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, just how that works. Obviously, there's a market for it. People were willing to pay $17.50 Australian dollars for just one cookie. Like, clearly there's a market there. I think the switching cookies every week is cool. I do too. I think that's really neat. I just wish they weren't so freaking expensive, though. I get it, though. They're, you know, gourmet. But, dang. Zoe, played by Dunk, is a university student who finally decides to approach Nita, his longtime secret crush. After his friend's nudging, he turns to her ex, Joke, played by Joong, For advice on where to start, Joke agrees to help him in exchange for getting him in the debate club, where Zoe is already preparing hard for a competition. But was joining the club really something that Joke had in mind, or was it one of the first hidden agendas of the show? Smirk. The debate club has an important spot in Zoe and Joke's university life, so we naturally wondered which actor would be most likely to win a debate in real life. According to Dunk, quote, "It depends on the topic. We talk about technology and games, I think I would win for sure. But if it's a debate about life, it's probably going to be Joong." Fan reactions. We often hear actors say that they can't or don't want to rewatch their own works. But it was always well known for fans that JoongDunk does not belong to this group. They're big fans of watching reaction videos on YouTube. So if nothing else, that's wild. So if nothing else, they will certainly rewatch those cuts several times. Dunk shares they sits down with his parents and they watch these videos together on their living room TV. I like looking at the viewers' faces and impressions, and Joong also mentions how interesting it is to hear the fans connect the dots before the characters. Sometimes the audience can tell about the characters' hidden agendas and thoughts even before we do. That's interesting. Wow, they watch reaction content of their own content. That's pretty impressive that they're able to do that. Obviously, it's a good way to like stay, aware of what people are saying and thinking about you and your acting and your character choices and all that stuff. A lot of studios will film their actors reacting to the shows. Oh, that's cool. I hated working at Crumble, though. It made me be so done with their cookies. I bet that was very annoying having to switch it up. All right, here we go. This was compiled by the one and only Jace with help from, obviously, the Discord crew. I appreciate it. Joong debuted in Two Moons Series 2 as Ming. His first pairing was Joong9 with 9. Joong previously went by the name Chen. This is still reflected in his online handle, Chen RCJ. Company Motive Village also formed a boy band with several of its actors. They called OXQ. Leader of OXQ and still a close friend of Joong's is Pavel Foom, who is best known for playing Babe in Pit Babe. Oh, Pit Babe. They only ever released one song, Me. He left Motive Village, as did many others, with rumors about poor treatment of the talent and unpaid wages. Yikes. That is brutal. Joong and 9 both decided to head to China and try to become idols there by entering singing competition. Not wanting to be pitted against one another, they opted for different singing contest idol shows. That's smart. Joong's show did not go ahead, and he ultimately returned to Thailand. In September 2021, it was announced that Joong had signed with GMMTV. Smart decision. Oh, Pit Babe. The boys talking about their first meeting. Bring up the TikTok. Come on now. Always takes a second to load from here for some reason. Come on.
Each other. There was no any eyes between us because the first time that I saw him I was like, oh no, even though I think I thought he's older than me, but we are same age. I feel oh, so he looking so good and looks so nice.
Love at first sight.
Yeah. There was no any eyes between us. Yeah, it's there's no eyes at first.
Dang, that interviewer got him.
Talk to each other a lot, a lot of stuff that people might not understand. Yeah. We talk to each other. You know the boys. The boys. The boys. I still can't remember that the first day that I turned back to my home. I called him and talk with him about 2 hours. We can be couple or not. Yeah, he's very excited to be he always asks me yo, do you think that we will be together? or someone else?
Because I
I'm
want
excited.
because I want to like work with someone like with like Esmee like 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both
Not a fan of the age gaps, I see.
That's now we are a couple.
You did it. You succeeded. But during
It's a
those
fan
phone
chat?
conversations,
Nice.
Dunk, what was your answer when he asked you, "Do you think we'll be a couple?" Did you think?
Actually, I think as well because I went to the boss. I went to the boss. The boss.
It's an interview?
talked to me.
Oh, okay.
The boss was like, "Oh yeah, actually I cheered JoongDunk.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
together." So like, I'm like, then if the boss likes the boy, then I think it's probably like together.
Oh my gosh. That cat is like staring into our souls. See here. As a refresher, GMMTV has been described as the Disney of Thai BL. They have the most pairs shows, and unlike many of the studios, it's extremely rare that they collab or loan out pairings because they just don't need to. In 2022, he did his first project with Dunk. It was entitled Star in Sky, Star in Mind. This was followed by Our Sky 2 and The Hidden Agenda, both in 2023. Their next series is The Heart Killers, about contract killers. Doesn't have any release date yet. For his role in The Heart Killers, Dunk has bulked up considerably. Zooming, enhance. Yeah, he's definitely been hitting some iron, as they say. I'll just leave that on there for you all. But around June, That's funny context. I appreciate that. Angry cat. So far, their BLs have been university based, excuse me. And so THKs seem to be quite the departure for them. Yeah, it does seem like that, doesn't it? Contract killers. That's quite a difference. This is the synopsis for THK. Dunk plays Style. Joong plays Fidel. Or Fatal. Tattooist Kent works as a spy for the police. When asked to investigate a pair of gunman brothers, he finds that one of them is a one-night stand he hasn't been able to forget, Bison. The two assassins own a hamburger shop. Kent goes there and focuses his efforts on Charming Bison isn't giving up information. When his attempts are thwarted by Bison's scary, protective older brother, Fidel, he hires someone who can take him on. He enlists the help of his handsome best friend, Style, who's a pain in the neck and not afraid of anything. Mechanic Style once rear-ended Fidel, and they fought. Kant promises Style the car he'd had his eyes on if he can win Fidel's heart. If his mission is successful, Kant's been promised a clean criminal record so he can start a new life. Interesting. All right. So they both have something they can get out of this. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but thank you for the information. The plot of hiring someone to date an older sibling so that the other character can get close to the younger sibling has reminded more than one fan of the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh wow, I haven't seen that in forever. I assume they mean car accident. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that too. On set for THK. Oh, what the heck just happened? That was weird. Like jumped.
นิดนึงภาพประมาณนี้ใช่ไหม
ฝากตัวละครแป๊บนึง
ก็เลยออกมาเป็นแบบเสื้อผ้าสไตล์น่ารักแบบนี้มีคาแรคเตอร์
ใช่ครับผมก็มีคาแรคเตอร์เป็นเห็นจบไม่ได้จริง
Mine just completely went blank. Oh my god. That is funny. Oh, those looks of like, I'm so lost right now. What was I talking about? The look off to the side, up right, up left. The director and writer confirmed it's loosely based on both The Taming of the Shire and 10 Things I Hate About You. Interesting. And oh my gosh, that was so funny. Dunk made his debut in BL as a minor supporting role in Bad Buddy and Pat and Pran's nameless bandmate. Oh, nice. His next role came when he was paired with Joong, Star and Sky, so he went from minor side roles to half of one of the lead couples. It's a heck of a rise. Joong's birthday gift for Dunk this year. The amount of cell phones in the air. Trying desperately not to drop it. That's sweet. Dunk on Joong's strengths and weaknesses. Do it. Feeling real confident right about now. Joong's bow is bigger than Z, though. Reminds me of Zanunu with Z wrapping a bow around himself. Probably took it as inspiration. Oh, I didn't even read that. Was this necessary? No, but they did it. Definitely not necessary. Although born in Thailand when Joong was 8, his mother remarried. His stepdad is Turkish, and as a result, his family moved to Turkey, where Joong lived for 10 years. It means Joong is fluent in Turkish. It also means that having gone to school in an Islamic country, he has shown on TikTok Lives to have a level of understanding Arabic and shown that he is even able to quote from the Quran. This is due to attending high school in Turkey. Joong then chose to attend university in Thailand. Interesting. Joong speaks Thai, Turkish, English, and some Arabic, promoting products in their own way. Taking a lie detector test.
대답해 주시죠. 대답해 주시죠.
No.
No?
Oh, this.
없습니다.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey! What's up, phony? What's that?
That song choice, though. When to say I love you.
ไม่บอกรักต่อใช่ไหมแต่เขาไม่บอกเราไม่บอกได้ยังก็เลยหน่อยใช่ป่ะแล้วผมก็บอกเขาว่าเขาเรียกว่าอะไรเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะยังไงบอกว่าแบบทำไมไม่บอกรักนี้บ้างใช่ไหมไม่บอกแต่เขาบอกผมว่าเดี๋ยวผมมันพิเศษใช่ไหมนี่ก็บอกว่าโอเคกูไม่ต้องพิเศษก็ได้แต่มึงบอกรักกูหน่อยได้ไหมเพราะแบบเราบอกเฮ้ยแบบรักแกนแบบว่าเฮ้ยรักนะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยไม่ได้รักนะแต่คนเนี้ยเราแบบมันรู้กันอยู่ไงรู้กันอยู่
Oh. It's implied, basically, so I don't have to say it. Oh my gosh. Jung won Mr. Teen Thailand in 2018. Naughty boys? Do I click on this? Oh my gosh. That wasn't promoting anything? Yeah, I kind of noticed. I was like, I don't know what they were promoting there, but...
กินเงียบๆไหมหรือเราชอบกินดังกินแบบเสียงดังชอบกินดังเงียบๆครับ
Well, he leaned into it. I mean, that was set up beautifully by the fumble of the question there. Duh.
ทำไมถึงอยากให้พวกพี่แต่งกัน
Oh my gosh. That kid has no chill. He's like, nah, you should just get married. JoongDunk have released music together, largely for the original soundtracks of their shows, but have also collaborated separately with other artists, both within BL and from the music scene generally. Dunk says, try harder. I don't even know what to expect from these. Mm.
เขาบอกว่าผมจะมีแฟนจะใส่เสื้อสีขาวชอบคนหนึ่งอยู่แล้วคุณแบบจีบไม่ติดอย่างเงี้ยให้ try harder มาพยายามไม่มากกว่าเข้าใจไหม try harder นะ lucky numbers 6969สำหรับผมก็คือเลขนำโชคตอนนี้ก็คือ69
Oh my gosh. The kid's speaking facts. Kids say the darndest things, you know. Dunk recently had a birthday on October 1st. Well, dang, that was 10 days ago. Jung wrote this. Happy birthday to my brother. Another year has passed, and we've grown and walked through so much together. I feel so lucky to have you by my side through all the ups and downs, sharing every moment. May this year bring you the best of everything, happiness, success, and wonderful people around you. I'll always be here whenever you need encouragement or just someone to lean on. Happy birthday. Oh, that's sweet. It's really nice. GMM used to do a Big Brother style show with the actors living together called Safe House. Here's a clip involving JoongDunk. Come on now. Do it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
The amount of takeaway boxes sitting there was wild. That was so many boxes. Oh my gosh. To my sunflower. Okay. Oh yeah. Happy birthday, my sunflower. Oh, that's sweet. Joong isn't good with jump scares. Me neither. That is relatable. I am horrific at those. All right, that was wild. That was somebody just walking by him. This is why I included this for you and Joong to bond. Oh gosh.
คุณจุงนะคะหนึ่งสองสามเขาไม่หลงกลเราเป็นครั้งที่สองค่ะ
Yeah, definitely relate to that. Yeah, I can't even defend myself, honestly. I was trying to. I was gonna try there, but no. There's no defending it. I literally watched Coco, the Pixar movie, and had a jump scare. There's barely any like jump scares in that movie. And I just jump scared. I'm like, what the heck? So disappointed in myself. Oh, it's one of those massager things.
Shorty, you already know what it is. Ain't got time to go on a 6 Can't nobody do your body like this. Oh, I won't ring no bells. You just close that bottom open there.
That looks so comfortable. It's wild. Like the sheets look like satin. Like that looks incredibly comfortable. The questionable smacks. Indeed. Indeed. Joong's family is largely still in Turkey, and his father has sadly passed. And so Dunk's family have very much taken him in as one of their own. Joong with younger sister Asya. That's nice. Joong talks about his father in an interview with Dunk's support.
2 ปีแล้วครับถ้าคุณพ่อไม่เสียซะก่อนเนี่ยผมแบบคงนั่งขิงพ่อแล้วว่าแบบเนี่ยพ่อผมบอกพ่อเลยใช่ไหมเนี่ยจุงร้องเพลงในห้องน้ำทุกวันนี้ผมร้องเพลงให้กับคนทั่วประเทศได้ฟังอะไรอย่างเงี้ยออกเพลงออกมาครับให้คนแบบได้ฟังอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วมีคนแบบชมเราเยอะมากแล้วพ่อนี่เห็นไหมผมบอกพ่อแล้วอะไรอย่างเงี้ยพ่อ
Yeah. A lot of I've seen that quite a few times in acceptance award acceptance speeches and stuff like that. Like they just wish they could, talk to their parent or somebody who's passed that was important to them, and just kind of see what their reaction would be. That's kind of a typical question for actors, singers, etc., athletes maybe, where they usually in their speeches go like, I know you're looking down on me, and I know you're proud of me or something like that. And it's a very sweet moment. Obviously they wish their parent or loved one or whoever was still around to see it and, experience it and whatnot. But it's just nice to acknowledge it, frankly. Yeah.
ใช่แต่ถ้ามีพ่ออยู่ดูได้เห็นแต่แบบสมมติว่ามีล่าสุด LL ใช่ไหมก็แบบถ้าแบบพ่อได้เห็นแบบว่าผมอยู่บนเวทีแล้วก็ร้องเพลงให้ผมแหละมันดีอะน่าจะดีกว่าเยอะเลยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับเหมือนแบบถ้าในวันที่เราประสบความสำเร็จแล้วแบบเราไม่ได้มีใครในชีวิตอะมันก็แบบไม่มีความหมายเลยจริงๆนะผมรู้สึกว่าดีใจจังเลยแบบที่ได้ขึ้นคอนมีคนมากมายสมมติว่าไปออกอีเวนต์อะไรใช่ไหมแบบมีคนมาดูเราโอ้โหมีคนชอบเราเยอะมากอะแต่แบบเรากลับบ้านไปเราไม่มีใครที่เราเข้ามานั่งยินดีกับมันก็แบบมันก็ไม่มีความหมายใช่ก็
Damn, that is deep. That is so deep. What he just said. Wow. Dang, that's a good one. Yeah. People are famous or have a lot of fans or whatever. That's great. And obviously that provides for them and, they can make money off of that and whatnot. And it's nice to share in that experience with people who enjoy what you do, obviously. But when you're at home or you're, off tour or whatever, and you're just kind of sitting there, it doesn't mean a lot if you don't have anyone to share it with. Obviously, yes, you take a lot of personal pride in it, and it can push you forward. And you can be content in what you've done. But it would take a very strong and isolated person to be like, not having to share that with anyone is totally fine. Like for most of us, most humans, with that kind of feeling, emotions and all that stuff, you would need to share it with somebody and share the joy, share the what it's done for you and all that stuff. Like it's better to share it with somebody. That was really beautifully said. Yeah, because you can just imagine, one of these actors, singers goes home. They have millions of fans, millions upon millions of fans all over the world, right? And then they go home, and if they're alone, they're just sitting there in the dark or dimly lit room. It can be one of the saddest freaking existences ever. But from the outside, looking in, it looks incredible because you see them at fan meets, they're laughing. There's so many people around that love them and all that stuff. But you never know. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. That's wild. That is wild. Part of why Dunk's family, loving him means so much to him. Absolutely. And his bond with Dunk too, of course. Yeah. That is so big. So big. Because, losing family members is just the worst. Obviously, most of us have experienced it, and if you haven't experienced it, unfortunately, you will. It's just a fact of life. And obviously, if you've been following along the channel at all for the last year, you would know that I lost my father a year ago. It's just one of those things, you never quite... What I've noticed is it doesn't get easier. It's just one of those things where you just kind of accept it. It is a fact. Like you can't change it, can't go backwards. It's just one of those things. And it'll hit you at random moments too. That's the crazy part. So, you're very sad at first, obviously. You're grieving. And that can last however long. But then you could literally be out and about shopping or, eating at a restaurant. And then all of a sudden, your brain will just, go to a memory or, you'll think back to the day it happened and you will just lose it. It is very strange. I don't know what that is. I guess it's PTSD from the event. But yeah, it's very odd. It's so strange. Got to learn to live without them there. Yeah, exactly. And it's something you don't actively do when you're, when everyone's alive and, things are going normal-ish. You don't actively practice that. That's not something you can practice. So when you're in the situation, you're just, you're panicking, you don't know what to do. It's just one of those things. It's very odd. It's a very odd existence. But unfortunately, we will all go through it. I went Christmas shopping and saw a gift perfect for them last year. Damn, it hit hard. Yeah. It's weird. It is very weird because it'll hit you so randomly. Like I was in traffic a couple weeks ago and it just randomly hit me out of nowhere. I can't even remember what triggered it or whatever, but yeah, I just randomly was just so sad. I was like, what is going on right now? It's just part of it. I don't know. I don't know if that ever goes away, honestly. Maybe you start thinking about more positive things over time, but boy, it happens. Yeah. It's so weird. But yeah, that was a very deep sentiment that was just said there. That was
ครอบ
wonderful.
ครัวก็ถือว่าเป็นสิ่งที่ทำให้เราก็ดูแลได้ตอนนี้ทุกวันนี้ก็คือคุณแม่ก็ไม่ได้ห่วงอะไรผมแล้วเพราะว่าผมก็โตในระดับหนึ่งแล้วอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแต่ผมจะเชื่อว่าก็ถึงแม้จะโตแล้วแต่ก็ยังมีอะไรให้เรา
Andrew Garfield said grief is love with no place to go. Yeah. Honestly, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, you're grieving the fact that they're no longer there. Like you can't call them up, talk to them. But yeah, it's just, you don't grieve somebody you don't love, right? That is not a thing. Like you're not going to be grieving someone you hate. So yeah, a lot of it is linked to love. So I think that is a very smart thing to say. And grieving is temporary, you don't grieve all the time, but it's weird. As time goes on, it's like little short bursts of, maybe a memory clicks or they just randomly pop into your head and you didn't think of them prior. So you're just like, what is happening? Live with a void in your heart. Yeah, very much so. But honestly, I don't know. I think I'm handling it well, or as well as you could. I have a lot of good memories, and I try to think of those as much as I can. But yeah, it definitely, the fact that you can't just like reach out and like talk or, get some insight. I would always go to my dad for advice. That was something I always did. And to not be able to do that is pretty rough. That's probably the roughest part. So I'm assuming that was the situation here, at least. It seems like he liked to share successes with his father, which honestly is pretty rough. You're not able to do that, especially the fact that blowing up, you're now like mega famous and you have millions and millions of fans. Like that would be so crazy for his dad to just be able to see that and experience that, take him to like premieres and all that cool stuff. Like it's a lot. The fact you're talking about it makes you stronger. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. That was very well put.
เราได้เรียนรู้เยอะมากแบบเยอะจริงครับใช่แบบรู้สึกว่าโลกเรามันมีอะไรให้แบบเราต้องเข้าใจ
Interesting. Yeah, that made me think. Making Pond a third wheel. Just walks off stage. Panda's another GMM TV actor with his own pairing. Oh, okay. Out for drinks. Hey. A good looking drink. I have no idea what that is. Oh gosh. Oh, he's flush. This was Dunk's B-Day? That's funny. Pond was in the Never Let Me Go BL edit you reacted to. Oh, okay. Nice. He got so drunk. Yeah, it looked like it. There's definitely levels of drunk. And the fact that he basically got silent, he was pretty drunk. He's just sitting there. Ooh, censored. Censored. Slayercator, what are you trying to say? I don't know what this is, to be honest. Well, I don't either. So let's figure it out.
My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to
Oh, it's like a game of chicken. Although they just lost. Both of them. Oh, that was probably it. Joong collaborated with the band Lycan. Oh yeah, that's right. On a song and recently joined them on stage. Gave a shout out to Dunk in the crowd. Oh, we got the reaction too. Performing in the show. Oh, why does it keep jumping on me? So weird. There are some things worn on the stage that I just cannot see wearing in regular life. You know what I mean? Pond walking away again. Will not escape the third wheel. He has become the third wheel. Choreography good. Voice is good. That was good. I liked it. Preparing for the show. Drunk Dunk. I mean, that is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Appreciate the doc. That was lovely. They use it freely, like even Zinunu, Don't Go That Bold. That's awesome. That is very cool. Lots of good stuff there. Obviously, the jump scares with Joong I very relate to. Unfortunately. That is just unfortunate. But a great birthday post. Obviously, both very talented. The fact that Joong can speak that many languages is amazing. The birthday gift was very funny. Heart Killers sounds good. It sounds really good. And they just finished up filming that, which is cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff out of those two. A lot of BL couples have been using, I don't even know how to pronounce that, T-Rack recently, because I think I saw Max calling. Oh, interesting. That's very fascinating. Excellent. That was a wonderful amount of information on JoongDunk. Kind of a nice crash starter course. JoongDunk 101 or JoongDrunk 101. Let's go ahead and hop into the last video of the week. All of Us Are Dead humor. This should be pretty funny, I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Make sure I pull it up correctly. All right, I'm not sure. Actually, this does have closed captioning. Okay. We'll bring this up.
효상고 학생 및 교직원들께 알립니다. 저는 영어교사 박선아입니다. 지금 교내 곳곳에 이상한 영상이 있습니다. Keep my hands on myself. Pick up dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field?
Oh no.
I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
I don't know how that occurred. Just got a cone on his leg. The delay on that is hilarious. Don't move. Maybe she won't see us. I mean, at that point, just start running. Don't say zombie. Don't say zombie, they won't believe you. It's about to happen right now. This is so much buildup. All that build up and he messed up. That was oddly efficient and effective. Oh.
너 뭐야? 너 왜 그래? 어떤 미친 새끼 계단에서 소화기 뿌려가지고 씨. 소화기? 그래 씨.
Oh. Mm. Dang, that is brutal. Rather date a zombie. Mm. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Zombies don't swear. Oh. Mm. Dang, they abused that kid. Good grief. Got shot with a fire extinguisher. Now he's getting like slapped and like pulled. Like, come on now. He's obviously there for comedic relief. Right, that's true. When the zombies start coming, you might want to start fighting. Oh, gosh, that is high. That's attempted murder. It is so hard to do that. There's definitely a reason why that's like the final competition on Survivor. Fire making ceremony. Ooh. My dude just punched a helmet with his fist. Ow.
시국에 그냥 편하게 형이라고 불러요. 예, 형님. 그럼 어차피 뭐 형 동생도 먹었겠다. 말을 그냥 이제 편하게 해도 될까요? 아이, 그럼 형님. 편하게 해주세요, 형님. 예. 미친놈의 새끼야. 왜요? 보라 새끼야.
Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw out some much deserved love. Obviously, a lot of time went into that compilation. Very good. Very good. Not a lot of humor to it. I mean, it's very situational based. But you know what? It's not that kind of show, I don't think. I mean, it probably has its light moments, obviously. Certainly the one kid that's kind of tall is a part of the comedic relief. But a lot of that seems to be pretty serious because you are dealing with zombies who are taking over a school. Them talking about death so calmly is concerning, right? I think at a certain point, they've just kind of get into like that gallows humor where you're just kind of making dark humor just because you don't want to go nuts. Black humor, yeah, exactly. You know, that's kind of a thing in the military. So I've heard and seen. I've seen a lot of like posts and videos from combat on YouTube, which is weird, by the way, but it's uploaded by soldiers and whatnot. And some of the jokes that they have are so dark, very black humor. But you need it. You need a little bit of levity in such a serious situation. So, you know, I think even in The Walking Dead, they had some jokes, which obviously that whole situation was just terrible. But you need to, you know, you need to be a human. You need to get some laughs out every once in a while. Let's pull up some information. We did do a lot on this show the last time I reacted to it. So there's not a lot to go over. All of Us Are Dead Season 2 taking this long to happen strangely make this main character story more interesting. Chong San's potential role in All of Us Are Dead Season 2 might benefit from how long it's taking Netflix K-drama to return. All of Us Season 2 was announced in 2022, but is yet to be given a release date. Recently reported that the second season won't start filming until 2025. Wow. Meaning that almost 4 years or more might have passed by the time the zombie K-drama returns. That means all the actors are 4 years older. So people might look a little differently. Although this is disappointing in many ways, it could also make Chong San's story better. All of Us Are Dead made some big changes to the source material from the title of the series, what happens to Namra at the end. The biggest of them, however, is continuing the story past the destruction of the school. All of Us Are Dead Season 2 will not have the webtoon to follow, which makes it more difficult to predict. Oh, that's interesting. So the source material is basically gone. So it's up to the writers. Maybe that's what's taking so freaking long. Obviously, the wait makes it more exciting. That makes sense. They fell from a building as it was bombarded. Should include a time skip to make Chong San's death more meaningful. Interesting, interesting. All of Us Are Dead risks lowering the stakes for the show, making Chong San's return more bittersweet than expected may be the key to bringing him back while honoring the end of Season 1 and keeping the stakes high. All of Us Are Dead 2 will have to be really good to make up for such a long wait. Right. Yeah, that's crazy. That amount of time, it should be really good. Eight harsh realities of rewatching All of Us Are Dead ahead of Season 2. Love triangle did not work. Lee's character was the real monster of Season 1. Season 2 of All of Us Are Dead has no release date, which can be frustrating considering how good Season 1 was. All of Us Are Dead's love triangle doesn't work. Didn't need a love triangle. The series teased a potential love triangle involving Chang San, Anjo, and Su Yok, which did not work. It was one of the least interesting parts of the show. Well, yeah, the most interesting part of the show is the zombies, right? It's like having, you know, the focus of The Walking Dead being on some love triangle and not the zombies' effect on the survivors. That is the heart of the show. Obviously, you can build on that and have relationships and all that stuff, but you can't lose sight of that fact that they are still trying to survive. So it is kind of a delicate balance, you know? It's a delicate balance. Don't want to overdo it on either one, frankly. Fortunately, All of Us Are Dead's love triangle did not last long. Well, that's good. They remained as friends, which was for the best. All of Us Are Dead's main couples were good enough without the need for a love triangle or quadrangle. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a matter of opinion. Obviously, if there's a bunch of main couples, it certainly opens the door for a love triangle, but it has to be written well, obviously. Lee is the show's realm monster. Zombies weren't the real villains, and All of Us Are Dead. Although Dr. Lee's research was born of a somewhat understandable feeling, he wanted to help people feel like his soon stand-up against the bullies of the world. It quickly evolved into something reckless and perverse. Even after Lee saw that the virus had done what it had done to his son, he continued his research. Presser believes strength had to come from anger, which made him very dangerous. Would have thought they wouldn't have time to be in a relationship, though. Yeah, that's true. I think that meant to be real, not realm. Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah, it's definitely meant to be real. I think most online publications can't afford editors. I think that's kind of the way of the world right now. It's basically you're your own editor. That started happening when I was in college. A bunch of newspapers and whatnot started firing editors, and which obviously drove the quality of journalism down. Dr. Lee was willing to disappear with his son's body, and kidnap a student if he meant continuing his research. Even after the Jonas virus led to a zombie outbreak that would later destroy the entire city, Lee seemed strangely proud of what he accomplished before his death. The character smiled as he was about to become a zombie, almost as if he liked seeing his dream of weakness being turned into strength through anger come to life. Yikes. Yoonji deserved better, and All of Us Are Dead was a victim. One of the most tragic characters. Attacked by a horde of zombies, yet she survived. The character became one of the Hambies. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hambies crave human brains just like any other zombie. Meaning she now has the urge to attack others, but still has the consciousness of a human. Oh, that's weird. So you're conscious of the fact that you're craving brains. Oh, God. That sounds like a nightmare scenario. That sounds like an absolute nightmare scenario. To be conscious of the fact that you're a monster. Ooh. And not do anything about it. Naoun's character was wasted. Did a terrible thing by purposely infecting one of the students with the zombie virus. We're also always arguing. And after the latter got a scratch that could be from a zombie attack, the former used it as an opportunity to infect him. Ooh. Used a contaminated tissue to clean up a wound, causing him to transform into a zombie in front of his friends. So a couple of students saw what she did, exposed her, causing her to be expelled from the group. So how could they be redeemed? Like, what? Yeah, that's weird. Naoun's death was anticlimactic and ruined what could have been a great character arc. You purposely infected somebody with the zombie virus and there's going to be an arc? What? Why would you want to give that person a redemption arc? Like, if anything, it would be, if anything, it would be like cathartic to see them go. You're like, oh, good. Yeah, no, that I don't get that one. Basically, obviously, there's some context I'm missing there, clearly. Nothing could kill. How the heck do I pronounce that? Wee Nam in All of Us Are Dead was a great villain. Had way too much plot armor. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Usually it's the stars of the program that have the plot armor, and you're just like, ugh, they can't even get scratched. Like, nothing happens to them. They don't, like, twist an ankle or anything. Was defeated and came back several times throughout All of Us Are Dead. First was before he turned into a Hamby during his first fight. Even though he was supposed to die there, the character's hate made him strong and turned into a Hamby. Yo, he was the first on-screen Hamby. Okay. Came close to killing Chong San a couple times, but the group always found a way to escape. Pushed out of windows, thrown downstairs, even punched by another Hamby, yet always came back. It's like the Terminator. Just constantly coming. Cannot stop. Presumably dead now. But if not even a bomb could destroy him, nothing else can. Anjo suffered the most tragedies and All of Us Are Dead. Lost her best friend, father, and boyfriend. Oh yeah, that's right. Remember hearing about Anjo. Watched her father sacrifice himself so that she could live. Wow. Soldier's death happened just a few minutes after he reunited. Oh my gosh. Less than an hour after her father's death, Chong San also died. Yikes. Had their first kiss. Ooh. That is brutal. Soju's death and All of Us Are Dead was anticlimactic after his journey. Died too soon. Soju was ready for the zombie apocalypse and helped many people along the way. However, it came to a point when Anjo's father had to make a choice. Either he fulfilled his role as a first responder, tried to help as many people as he could, or ignored everything and focused only on saving his daughter. Chose the latter. Honestly, I don't mind that being early. You know, you gotta hit people with the tough stuff at any time. That's kind of beauty of the zombie genre, is the fact that no one should have plot armor. It should just be random deaths. And there shouldn't really be any sort of rhyme or reason to it. Like, everybody can go. There should be no plot armor. You know what'd be fascinating is to see like a zombie show or movie or anything where the star of it dies and then somebody else like becomes the star of it. Like, that would be interesting. Like, not have that revealed at all in any trailer or promotional thing and just have some other star come in. I think that would be really interesting. Like, you promote this one star who ends up dying, and then somebody totally not talked about at all takes their place. I think that'd be interesting. Number 1, All of Us Are Dead Season 2 is taking too long. Too damn long. When all of us are dead for your... Yeah, that's pretty long. They haven't even started filming yet, which is wild. No trailer's been released. Well, yeah, they haven't started filming it. 2 announcement videos, yeah. That is frustrating, but For example, Sweet Home Season 3 premiered 3 years after the release of the first one. Likewise, Squid Game Season 2 will arrive 3 years after it became a global phenomenon. As long as it's good, I don't think anybody will care in the long run, obviously. 7 lessons All of Us Are Dead Season 2 can learn from Sweet Home. Obviously, we reacted to Sweet Home last time. Or not that long ago, frankly. Learn a lot from the mistakes made by Sweet Home Season 2, which failed to live up to the monster successful debut. All of Us Are Dead Season 2 could use a time skip like Sweet Home's. While Sweet Home's time skip was very controversial, All of Us Are Dead Season 2 could benefit from something similar. Problem with Sweet Home Season 2 was not the time skip itself, but rather how the show used it. All of Us Are Dead must not forget who its main characters are. Sweet Home Season 2 all but ignored Yoon-soo. One of the biggest problems with Sweet Home Season 2 is that it moved away from the show's main characters. Put things into perspective, Song Kang's Yoon-soo missed most of the second half of the season after being defeated, which, while it made sense to separate from the rest of the group, for a while, Sweet Home 2 completely ignored Yoon-soo during 3 of its 8 episodes. And it wasn't the only character Sweet Home forgot, quote unquote, in Season 2. Dang. That's crazy. Get Todd in the writer's room stat. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. Just have a completely different star come in. You just don't see coming at all. I think that'd be fascinating. Just changes the perspective of the movie completely. He saved his daughter better than dying having never saved her? Right. Oh, it was last Friday. Got it. I have an acting history. I'm also disabled now, so if the zombies are fast, I'm dead. Right. I think I've said before, I can't do anything like fast zombies. If the zombies are fast, I'm out. I'm out. I will not be a part of it. At that point, I basically just give up. All of Us Are Dead's new characters must have strong connections to the original ones. Sweet Home struggled to make us care about the new characters. That is death. That is not good. If you cannot get people to care about your characters, you might as well just end the show. Cancel it. Oh, God, that's terrible. That is so bad. That was like me with Alien. What was it called? Alien Resurrection? No. What was the new one called? It was Alien something. Oh, gosh. Romulus, excuse me. Alien Romulus that just came out. I did not give 2 craps. Censoring myself. I did not give 2 craps about any of the characters. The only character I even felt anything for was the android. The non-human. That was so strange. At that point, I knew it was a bad movie. When at the end of the movie, I just did not care if anybody made it out. It's just like, all right. Yeah, the android. The android was the most interesting character, honestly, in that movie, which is so weird to say. All of Us Are Dead Season 2 shouldn't just be about soldiers in the military. The main characters should always be the underdogs, right? It's so weird because you have to, like, obviously you want to advance the story, right? But you also don't want to lose what connected people to it in the first place. So it's very interesting how you have to, like, thread that needle of move the story forward, but also, not change the formula too much. No, I get that, Andy. I get that. Being eaten alive by a zombie sounds literally like the worst thing possible. Or, matter of fact, like a horde of zombies. I can't remember what it... Oh, gosh, what was it? It was... World War Z, maybe? No. It was one of the zombie films. Oh, it might have been Underworld. Underworld? Maybe. One of the actors got like fell off. I think it was Michelle Rodriguez. Fell off like an elevator or something, or into an elevator with a horde of zombies there, and just got ripped apart. It's just like, oh, that is a nightmare fuel, is what that is. And Dead Friend Forever allow the audience. Oh, kill them all. They cared. Just not about the survival. Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. Yeah. I guess, you get kind of to a certain point of a show if you don't care about the characters enough, where you're just like, all right, whatever. Officer Dead should continue focusing on the kids and their fight against all odds to survive. Absolutely. That is very true. One of the reasons why Sweet Home's first season was so good was seeing a group of regular people, some of whom had just met each other, having to work together to survive. By introducing a group of experienced, highly trained soldiers in Season 2, the show lost some of its magic. Absolutely. I don't even have to see the show to know that's not going to work. Officer Dead must be satisfying on its own, even if Season 3 happens. Sweet Home Season 2 wasn't a complete story. That makes sense. Officer Dead shouldn't separate its main characters for too long. Sweet Home's main trio only reunited in Season 3. Oof. Yeah, that seems like a miss. That seems like a real miss to do that. Especially if they have like good connection and whatnot. People are really into it. They want to see them interact with each other. They were bullies that gets strong feelings. This is very simplified. Yeah, no. Death by zombie sounds pretty awful, honestly. Can't even imagine. Ooh. That's part of the interesting thing of watching zombie shows, is that you're just like, how would I do? How would I fare? What would I be like? Would I freak out? Would I, freeze, basically? How would I get out of situations? I think that's what's I liked so much about Shaun of the Dead, is the fact that it had that, but it also had a lot of humor in it, so it kind of like eased it up a little bit. So it wasn't completely serious. Like World War Z was just terrifying, period. Day of the Dead or whatever it's called, I think is also pretty terrifying. So when what was it called? Oh shoot. It was the Will Smith one. Not iRobot. That's not it. What is that called? Crap. Did you like Hot Fuzz? I loved Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz was terrific. Simon Pegg does an amazing job on movies. Truly. I'm also a very slow runner. That's not good. You got to find somebody slower than you so you can survive. Actually, find a couple people slower than you. I Am Legend, yes. Oh my gosh, that movie was absolutely terrifying. Oh, wow, was that terrifying. So stuff like that. I Am Legend, World War Z. Those movies lead me to believe I would not do very well. And it would be horrific. Just all of it would be horrific. Shaun of the Dead, I don't know. They're slow zombies. They seem like you could, easily run away from it, even if you're a slow runner. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think that's why I like that movie so much. I'm like, you know what? I might not do too bad, considering, how good the main trio or stars did. Don't think I'd be able to find someone slower than me. Well, that's going to be an issue. That's going to be quite the issue, actually. If you have a record collection. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I need to watch that movie again. That was fantastic. That was a great movie. Seems like a good time of year to watch something like that, I think. Nick Frost's survival was questionable. Absolutely. Oh, the ending where he's like goes to play the game. Player 2 has joined the game. Literally, a grandma walking fast is faster than me. Well, there you go. I found that out last week. All right, so that's going to be an issue. That is definitely an issue. You just stay in a car the entire time, basically. Or get like a Segway or something. I don't know. But I hope everyone enjoyed those. Those were amazing videos. Well selected by the members, I gotta say. Can't drive. Oh boy. I don't know what to do in that situation then. Let's see. I would offer the solution of just hide out. Just hide out somewhere. You know? Stay safe. Hide out. Yeah, Andy's gone. Andy's gone within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Sorry to say. But, you know, you got to have those early deaths, right? In the movie, you got to have it. It'll be good, though. It'll be a good one. I hope everybody enjoyed and had a wonderful kickoff to their weekend. My condolences, indeed. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, I appreciate it. Trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. I think we can do it. Certainly we have the numbers. So subscribe today. I appreciate it. It's free. It's free, I swear. And it's a nice, easy way to support the channel. Follow the Twitch channel if you're watching live or you want to watch live. And that way you'll get notified when I'm live. Also join the Discord, which also notifies you when I'm live on Twitch. And join the community. Have fun. Talk to some people. It's super amazing. If you're nervous about it, I get it. Just join. You don't have to say anything. You can just check out the channels. If you seem like you're more interested in, you know, some of the channels and maybe the discussion, go ahead, put down your thoughts and join. It's super fun. You're not required to join, but if you would like to check it out, please do so. It is free. It's available. The link is everywhere. Check out the winter collection of merch. This thing is so soft. I can't stop talking about it. It's amazing. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You'll find something you like. Sizes are very inclusive. Tons of colors to choose from, so it should match your wardrobe or anything you're into. Ships worldwide, completely worldwide. It's actually manufactured in multiple countries, so it'll manufacture closer to you, which cuts down on shipping time, which is super cool. If you'd like to request your own video, you saw something that, oh, hey, I know something of, you know, Stray Kids that I'd like to throw in there as well. You can do so, toddreacts.com. Season and series tiers is how you request. The other tiers are there as well. So check it out today, and I will see you all on Monday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend full of fun stuff, adventure, you know, all the good stuff. Stay safe out there, of course. And if you have a nice, quiet weekend in, I totally understand. I will probably do the same. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but something, I don't know, maybe something you enjoy. Or on a scary movie or something. You know, turn the lights off, light a candle, get spooky with it. It's that time of year. But I will see you all on Monday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I'll see you in the Discord, actually. I'll see you in the Discord. Appreciate it, Andy, everybody for joining. Jace, shout out. Thanks for the links and everything you do. I appreciate it greatly. Bye-bye, everybody.